the Evil team. First, I just want to thank of course, our viewers, our supporters, Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for that. Everything you do is helping us just to give you a better show. We also got that writing show on Patreon, which is really cool right now, that some people are enjoying. So yeah, if you're interested in learning how to write modules, sell modules, anything like that, you can check out our Patreon. And if you're interested, go ahead and sign up. Thank you again to our Twitch supporters and of course Facebook, with our friends over at Creative Table Designs with Todd Putman. I cannot stress enough how awesome this Facebook page is. And I'm not just saying that because Todd supports me. I was going to that page long before Todd and I discussed, and of course Eric really discussed, getting us set up with D&D Creative Designs. So they are awesome, and basically what they are is you can go there and you can post your terrain builds, your minis, ideas about Dungeons and Dragons. If you just have a question, there's a great community there. There's over 20,000 people now on that page. I believe it's one of the top 10 Facebook Dungeons and Dragons pages. So if you're looking for anything Dungeons and Dragons, I highly suggest checking out D&D Creative Table Designs. There'll be a link in there, D&D Creative, I think it's exclamation D&D Creative, and we'll throw that in a little while. Also want to thank Reaper Miniatures. Reaper supports us, and what's really great is if you watch our show, you know that we do all types of giveaways and stuff like that. And what you do is when you click on the little Reaper logo down below, and you actually decide to buy that through that link, it doesn't get you a discount or anything, but it shows Reaper that we really are supporting them, and then they send us things that we can give away. Like they just sent us a $100 gift certificate that we're going to be giving away in a future show. And of course, we're also doing that painting show. We just ordered the mini, so we're getting closer and closer to our Joy of Reaper painting show. Also want to thank Troll Lord Games, Chuck over there. Thank you so much for all the things that he gives us for our giveaways too. Troller Games is a great accessory, a place to buy supplements and accessories for dungeon masters and players. You can go ahead and get, modules, different spells, just a whole wealth of information over there and things that you can check out. So I highly suggest checking out Troller Games as well. And of course, as always, Stat Tackers, James Keeler, who used to play on the good team. He is the owner of Stat Trackers. And what Stat Trackers is you see me use that I'm right here all the time, and basically all it is it makes it where I don't have to look inside the monster manual or anything like that. I just instantly have it right here in front of me, all the necessary things I need to know, like this is an earth elemental telling me the attacks, everything, just best stuff that I can just quickly at a glance have right in front of me. All right, so I am Tony, I am your DM. We've been doing this now for over a year. You're welcome to, this is season 2, so yeah, we're in it, and I believe this is episode 6 or 7 of season 2 for the Evil team. They are in the sewers, and we'll go over that in a second. This is 5th edition, so we started it and everybody was level 5. They're now up to level 6. You can check out our schedule if you want to know what else we do. That's right down below. We run Dungeons and Dragons games, we play video games, there's a whole bunch, like painting show coming up, so we do a whole bunch of stuff. All right, I'm gonna let the players introduce themselves, and let me go. We'll start with let's start with Eric.
Hey, so yeah, I'm Eric. I'm the business development director here at Nerd Botchery and play on the Evil and Good team. And today I'm playing a barbarian wood elf named Cutter, who has also followed the path of the ancestral guardian. And with this 6th level, he has gained a new power, which will most likely come to light during upcoming impending combat. Hopefully not with the Earth Elemental medal.
Just because I had the Earth, that doesn't mean you're gonna get faced with the Earth Elemental just because I have one now. All right, so next is next would actually be Wing, but he's Josh. He's running a little bit late tonight. He works, so he'll be here in a little while. Next is Space.
Hey guys, it's Space. I'm playing Tempest, the half-elf storm sorceress, now multi-class into bard. Hopefully I can rouse my teammates with inspiring speeches instead of playing instruments, so we'll see.
Well, we're gonna find out. All right, so Next is a new player now, Jimmy, the Duergar Dwarf. He is going to be gone for a few weeks. He'll be back in about 6 weeks. But we got a new player for right now, and that is, as always, the wonderful Exile. You've seen her before on this team. You've seen her on the good team. She just bounces all over the place. So, Exile, let's you introduce yourself.
You do. I'm Exile. I'm a friend of the channel. I usually, when I play with the evil team, I play my lovely Kenku Scribbles, but they needed a heal bot, so I'm changing the character.
Always useful to have the heal bot. All right. Next is Young.
Hello, everyone. My name is Young. I play our resident paladin, who seems to always be at the brunt force of a lot of the, I guess, hatred is the right word for that one. I'm currently one more level away from multi-classing my character, but today we are in for a new fun power and a lot of fun, as well as hitting things. Very, very fun.
All right. So, when we last left the evil team, quick recap, they had already finished torturing and murdering Colderan, the Dark Mage, putting finally an end totally to the season 1 now that they kind of de facto rulers of Dagger Falls. And then Lucius had a special guest, a woman, an elven woman, came and told him that she was a former lover of Lucius and said that they had a baby that he didn't know about, and the baby had been kidnapped and brought down to the sewers by her husband, that found that was angry that she had a baby with Lucius and he was forced to take care of a whole bunch of, soap opera drama if you watch the previous episode of that. But now they've come down to the sewers where they were told that his son is, and that this dark evil necromancer that was married to this girl is now trying to perform a ritual with his son that will give him great necromantic power at the cost of the boy's life. So of course, Lucius, for whatever reason, not going to say it's because he loves the kid, maybe he's going down there for his own power, I don't know, but they are now down in the sewers, and they've just come across a body that is knocked out on the ground right in front of them, and it looks to be dressed kind of in some armor, and it is right here, knocked out in front. And we are going to start right there, and I will let the group take it away now that they've come across this unconscious body right in front of them.
Okay, that tidal wave was crazy, but
Yeah.
But I'm gonna look at the body on the ground, and I'm gonna do you think whoever this person is, do you think they got swept with that? That must have been horrible.
That depends on if they're alive or not.
Well, let's see if they're alive.
Oh,
Got it?
what?
But are you gonna poke them? Poke them?
I'll walk up. I'll kneel down next to the body. And I'll give it a rough shake.
All right. I'm going to say, go ahead, that you've now become conscious, Exile. That rough shake was able to wake you up. So you're conscious now.
So as Cutter is doing that, I'm gonna ready a spell, because I don't know this person, and I know we are wary of everybody that we've met so far. So
Well, that makes sense.
As Cutter shakes me awake, just eyes bolt open, just rolling over.
Yeah. Well, you're alive. Next question. Who are you?
So much for present, jeez.
You have nothing to say?
we can make you talk.
That's true. Or we could do it the nice way.
Exile, are you muted? I think she might be muted.
No, I'm not muted.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
My name is Claudia.
What are you doing down here in the sewers?
I was hunting someone. Then there was a lot of very nasty water.
We noticed.
Yes.
Who are you hunting, Claudia?
That's for me to know.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and grab her under the tricep and kind of help her stand up.
Give me a strength on that.
And I kind of had a firebolt ready, a cantrip ready, but I'm gonna let that go.
11.
Yep, you're able to pick her up. You know, you hoist her by the shoulder and comes up.
It seems rather precarious that you're down here. I mean, I understand you don't want to tell us your secrets, and you don't have to. We don't know you, you don't know us. But we came down here for something, and we're going to continue on. If you're going the same way, I guess you can join us. But other than that, guys, let's keep going. We're here for Lucius.
All right, let's keep going.
Will you come with us, Claudia?
Do I?
Do you need some healing? Are you okay to walk? Are you dizzy?
The armor isn't for nothing.
It's funny how we happen across these stragglers and they all end up being beneficial to our group, so we therefore do not question it, isn't it?
It is. I'm trying to figure out if it's us or is this like divine intervention?
It's like we're a small part in a much larger game.
Wait.
It does feel like we're being played a lot.
So you're saying we're going through therapy?
No, this,
How do you turn
this
to Lucius?
is
Do
not
they normally
therapy.
talk this much?
Let's just go.
Yes, we need to find someone very important. Do we have any idea which way to go here? I see three directions to go.
The direction behind you to this way, that is actually where you came in from. So you can go, let me put the, darn it, I lost the compass. All right, well, oh, there it is. All right, so you've got a path to the west and a path to the south. And then the path to the east is where you came in at, where you kind of climbed down the ladder into the sewers itself.
Lucius, I remember you having Fibo out with you last time. I don't know if you lost concentration when the tidal wave hit, but is he still around or no?
Did I have a who?
Fibo.
Ah, yes, Fibo. He
Definitely would have
shakes
lost
his head.
concentration.
It seems like he, with that all the gas that came through, he suddenly realizes, oh yes, I have a familiar, and so he coaxes Fibo out and urges Fibo down to the right.
All right, so he's kind of, where are you going, south or west? South is this way, west is this way.
I'm going to the right of my character. So south, I believe.
All right, okay, well, yeah, that's south is right here. Okay. All right. So you're going south. You send him south. As he goes, he gets the smell, the stench of an open privy, and of course the continuing choking reek of human excrement and rotted food. Also, the rat, you're getting signals that it could smell like methane gas is being given off by the rotted, putrid, fetid, stuff that's all in the sewers because it's scurrying along. You're actually walking up. Obviously, you can't see it, but you guys are kind of like waist deep or ankle, I'd say thigh deep when you're inside the sewers in the muck. So you're seeing like the rat he's scurrying across the wall and he goes by. All he really sees down there is another long path. And from there, he gets a sense maybe that there's something, it looks like there's a wall right here. And as it scurries kind of down past that wall, it kind of gets to like a big open area. But how far is the range on your familiar? I mean,
let me check real quick.
I would think at a certain point he has to go back.
Let's see here. Actually, I'm not quite sure. I'm creating a spell right now. Let me just Google that real quick.
Go ahead and also give me a roll for
100 feet of me.
Okay. So yeah, it's reached about its max ability, and it kind of it goes into like an open area it sees. And let me see if I can put that on the map for you. Open it up and show you. Sorry. Don't look at the magic. All right. So I'll move this down a little. And that's kind of the max of what he sees right there. Can y'all see that now? That open area?
Yeah.
There's like
I looked into the trap, Ray.
There's like
are those Tide Pods?
Yes, they're Tide Pods. If you want
don't
me,
eat those.
Yeah, don't eat the Tide Pods.
Definitely looks like Calderon's work.
That's just neat little lights in the sewer, but let's see if I can turn it, get a better look there too. All right, so you see this area now, and you've had your rat down there. Let me move your little rat so you can see him. And he's kind of at the end here, and he sees like a kind of like this pit of like slime and everything, and muck and disgusting nastiness.
I'm sure he doesn't mind.
Is you sure he doesn't mind? Okay.
I mean, it's a rat's place.
What does your
The cesspool, like from what he sees, it looks like a cesspool, and the cesspool looks to be about 40 feet across.
Does there look to be any movement in the cesspool?
You're not close. You'd have to get up there, and your rat is not. It can't kind of look over the lip, kind of like high up there. There's like a little bit of a lip. You do see like beyond the cesspool, like kind of behind it, there looks to be like just like a mound of garbage and junk, but there seems to be something glinting, but your familiar can't see it from this distance. But there does seem to be something glinting past the cesspool.
Just past the cesspool, okay. And quick question, the other direction is something that came with like the pipes of water or sewage, right? The other direction that we were looking, the western direction, were just like pipes of sewers that just like covered us in slime, correct?
Well, there's another path. You could have taken that path. Do you want to send your familiar down that way?
I think I'm going to bring Five back and I'll relay. So I was like, to this way is just a cesspool and something that was reflecting in the lights. What little light there was. Let's check the other way.
Okay. All right, so you send, what's his name? Fievel. Around the corner, and he gets
just going west.
Just going west. So he goes west, and he gets to like an area where he can take a left turn. Do you want him to go ahead and let me move it? Crawling here. Fievel kind of gets over here. And of course, he sees a dead body. You know, it looks like a body sitting here. You can tell it's dead. It's rotted and decomposed. It's been sitting there. Obviously, Fievel can see that for somebody. It's like floating on the surface of the water, and it's bloated and everything else, just sitting there floating, and its chunks of meat have been taken out of the body. Let me see if I can give you a view of that too.
In the other direction, there's another body.
Yeah, but a dead one.
Yep. Now, do you want him to keep going down the corridor? He has a few more
I'd like
feet
him to
he
look
can go.
closer at the body. You said it has chunks. Do they look like large mice or rat chunks, or do they look like bigger chunks than that?
There seems to be chunks of flesh taken out. Big chunks from the rat's perspective, it seems big.
What does he see, Lucius?
There's another dead body around the corner. Looks like it's been chewed on by something large.
Don't mind if I correct you, but I don't think this body next to us is dead. And I nod towards Claudia.
I'm not speaking of this one. There's another one further down. Fievel's down there.
It was just your verbiage. I'm going to head over there. I'm going to start stealthing up there with my bow out.
Okay,
Before-
you're gonna...
When Cutter leaves, I'm gonna stop Lucius before he can walk off. Everybody else can go though.
All right, so you're gonna approach the body that's in the sewers by Fievel.
Shout out to Lucius for his awesome cosplay again.
Yeah, I just need to shave. It's not quite here. I don't have my makeup or shaving yet. Usually I shave everything, but just got off work.
The elf just got off work.
Gotta make a living, to do evil deeds.
Does anybody follow Cutter up to the body?
Yuri will follow 10 feet behind him. For fear of giving away his position for stealth, as Yuri is not very stealthy.
All right, so you're about right here. Anybody else going that way?
I'm keeping Lucius back.
14 stealth.
Claudia will have to ride up.
Claudia's behind Yuri.
I bring Fievel back since they are going forward.
All right, where's Claudia at?
Right behind Yuri.
Behind you, okay. And then we've got obviously Lucius behind everybody, and then space here. All right, so we've got the marching order going down.
Tempest, I believe you mean.
Oh, well, that's right. That's what I'd say, Sparrow. Well, that's what happens playing so many teams. Yes, Tempest is right in front of Lucius. Thank you. And now you've gotten to the body here.
Hold on. Before that happens, I want to say something to Lucius.
All right.
I'm gonna place my hand on his shoulder, and I'm gonna look you right in your eyes, and I'm gonna say, I know we haven't gotten off to the best start. I know we don't see eye to eye. But I have to say, I admire you. And that is very hard for me to say because I don't like you. But I also like you at the same time. It's very complicated.
I'm not looking for a relationship. And he walks away.
Damn.
Oh,
Somebody
crazy.
got dissed.
Oh my god! That's so mean!
Can Cutter smell the
Damn.
burning down the hallway?
I wasn't, and then as he's walking away, I'm gonna follow him. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I'm sorry. You're not my type. All I wanted to say to you was, after this, maybe we could I have a lot to learn, and I was thinking maybe you could teach me.
I could show you a thing or two.
Okay. And then I try to push him because that shit was just not cool.
It will require some sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
All power requires sacrifice. We'll discuss it later.
Okay. I'm still gonna push you though. That was fucked up, and I love it. I'm like push his shoulder as I walk past him, and make my way towards Cutter. Oh, and I will be stealthing as well.
It might be a bit up at this point.
Oh, so I'll be behind Yori then. Tony, you're muted.
Crap. Thank you. Cutter, you're right there in the front. Do you want to do anything with the body?
Yeah. First thing I want to do is look down the hall to see if there's anybody else, anything that I can see. And if I don't see anything down the hall, then I'll look at the body.
You can see it looks like there's an opening about 30 feet in front of you to the east.
Okay, then I'm going to keep walking then. I'm going to keep stealthing down that direction. I'll glance down at the body, make sure it's not stirring like some kind of undead. But I'll keep walking down towards this larger opening because I have a suspicion that whatever killed this guy may be in that next room.
It's terrible, so distrusting. All right, so you continue to walk down, and you the smell is again fetid nastiness. There's methane gas coming out everywhere. You can smell it. It almost makes you kind of hard to walk, and you continue to walk. You come across you come across an area that's kind of like slippery. Go ahead and roll for me, Cutter. It's a little bit slippery just in this one spot, so you gotta make sure you don't fall and drink any of the water here. Slippery terrain. Adventurers have to make a strength or dexterity check or save. So roll me strength or dexterity, your choice.
18.
All right, well, you definitely passed. All right, so you there's like kind of this coating underneath the whatever the slime is that you're walking to thigh high, and you kind of slip your foot kind of slips on it, your boot, but luckily you're able to just hold yourself against the wall so you don't fall into the water head first or anything like that. So you are good right there. But again, this is like a slippery area entering into this one room that you have here. So let me go ahead and show you what you find.
I'm gonna peek around a corner so that I have visual view of Cutter.
All right.
And I'm gonna hold Yori off from going further. I'm gonna look to Yori and I'm gonna say, hold on 1 second.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna cast message, and that way if he sees anything, he can tell us.
Are you texting me?
I'm messaging you.
Is the wife telling me to get milk?
Yeah, you forgot it.
You forgot milk.
Milk and eggs.
Make sure it's fat-free milk.
Oh man, no, almond milk all the way.
All right. So you go into this area and you start. This area looks like here's where there's like almost like it's not like a dock, but you can tell a long time ago maybe this is where barges of old were loaded with the city's fresh dung and pulled along canals. The canal you're on, that's probably why it was slippery. This is where they would drop a lot of the dung and stuff in this area. And of course, it was pulled along the canals and then to farmlands where it was needed. But the canal has long since, again, been kind of clumped up and everything else, and is choked with the slime and then, of course, some fallen stones as well. You also see another cesspool. It looks to be 40 feet deep, 40 feet wide. And behind it, you see, again, another, like, kind of like big mound of junk. And in this one, from where you are, you can actually see, Cutter, because you have night vision. You can actually see, it looks like beyond the pool that there's some armor in there.
Okay.
So I'll message Cutter and I say, do you need help down there? Or
I might. This looks suspicious. I answer after being somewhat surprised to hear Tempest's voice in my head.
I'll message back and I say, what do you see?
I described what Tony just described.
And then I describe that to the group. And then I say, I guess we can go. And
All right.
I follow down the path.
I-
Walk forward.
Can I grab that body without having to make another dex roll?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Because
Okay.
we'll say it's lighter because chunks have been taken out.
Cool. Okay, so I'll have my shield out, and then with my free hand, I'm going to grab the body, and I'm going to drag it over towards the opening and throw it into the cesspool.
Okay. So you throw the body into the pool.
Yeah.
All right, you throw it in there. Nothing really happens. It begins to like bob on the surface for a few moments because it's not exactly water. It's like this fetid, slimy pit, and then it kind of just like starts to sink below.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Ew.
I will draw the magic longsword and start to enter the room.
All right. What do you want to do when you enter the room? I'm gonna take the pool out because it's there. We'll just
cool.
say it.
I want to walk towards the larger pile, which seems like that's where something could be hidden, like as in like a monster or something. And do you want me to roll another stealth roll?
No, we'll keep your stealth.
Okay. So I'll just be working my way over there.
Do you want to continue to does anybody else want to follow Eric into this room?
I will follow. You can follow him if you want to.
I will follow.
So you're following too, Yuri?
Yes, I'm following.
I'll be. You can put me in the doorway.
Okay, so you're
Claudia
there.
will fully enter the room.
Claudia, you're going into the room?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And Lucius, where are you at?
I'll also be following.
All right. So you're are you in the room or are you behind? Are you right with
I'm going to step into the room if they're going into the room as well. Nobody's died yet, right?
No, nobody died.
Then yeah, no shouts of pain or shock. Then I will go in and if I could, I'll just do a quick glance around the room to see if I notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. All right. Stealth. You were stealth, Eric, and I believe Claudia. Were you stealth? No, Claudia was not stealth. All right.
Not.
So it did not. Let's go ahead and see what happens here.
Yuri was not stealth, just for the record.
Tempest was stealth.
I was not.
I don't know if she did good on her stuff, but she was stealth.
I did
You're
not.
kick stealth.
Hold on one second, guys. I want this to be for
As you do that, by the way, Tony, it looks like Tempest every once in a while is images disappearing.
Hold on, JC, are you back there? He's working and trying to do the stream at the same. Oh, he is. Okay, yeah, he might be fixing her image right now.
Cool.
All right. So what happened was before we're gonna do it where when you first came in the room, Eric, you weren't noticed, but as the other two people came in who weren't stealth, Yuri and you are gonna get surprised here, or we're gonna roll for it because your stealth was lower. So we're gonna do a roll off here. So let me just do I guess it'd be.
I don't think Yuri was stealthing though. She said she
Nope.
wasn't.
Oh, that's
I
right.
was not.
So let's see if your passive perception would notice this stealth. He's going to do his stealth roll with a wisdom roll. Oh, no, it's dex. That's right. Dex for that. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, you guys are stupid. I love it.
All right, what's your passive perception, Yuri?
11.
All right, well, then you just are lucky enough. And then give me, Claudia, give me yours. What's
14.
your... All right, so both of you notice from the muck, as you'd gone by, it comes up from the muck, right in that cesspool, a large creature going right behind Yuri. Its tentacles coming out of the... Let me turn it towards the camera so you can actually get a cool view of what it looks like. Its tentacles come over the base of the cesspool. At first, you don't notice it as they slither towards both of you, about to grab you as you're looking at this pile. And Eric, you notice that there was armor on top of this pile. So you're looking at this armor, and all of you are looking, and these tentacles come from behind and slither over, and they try to grab you, but luckily both of you hear it. The tentacles accidentally go by a bone and rattle the bone, and it just tips the floor enough that you hear a sound and look behind you wondering what it was. Just enough time to see this large maw open up with teeth, and the tentacles try to grab you in. And then from the muck itself, and these comes from behind Lucius, behind Tempest in Space, coming down the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
Another one coming out the muck, because there is actually, let's put it over here, because the cesspool is actually over here. So I'm gonna put it right there.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised we didn't get noticed in the hallway.
Well,
that's why I'm like.
So this thing has come out its cesspool now that it knows you're under attack by one of its kind, and it is approaching right behind. It isn't there yet, but by next round, you can tell it will be right behind Lucius and Tempest. And this thing, its maw, it smells disgusting. You see bits of old rotted flesh. It's covered in poop and piss. You know, just the green algae is literally growing on these things. And let's see, everybody give me a nature roll to see if you recognize these things.
What the hell is this thing?
I don't know what it is, but it's
I don't think I really
Cutter
care
doesn't
what
know.
it is. I would like to just attack it.
13. What's the highest roll? What is it? A 15 DC?
All right, so Yuri, you actually do recognize this as you've heard about it, in your time that you were, you're a fallen paladin now, but during your travels, you had heard that some of these creatures infest the sewers. They're called, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Atoyas, and these things are actually intelligent, and you have to be careful. They infest the sewers and they eat flesh. And of course, these things look like they've been eating quite well. They look quite large.
Ew.
All right, and with that, since they are on you right now,
I believe
and they're blocking you from getting out this room, by the way.
Oh, of course they are.
Oh, great.
Great.
All right. Yeah, I guess I will do it. You said a nature check?
Yep. Well, yeah, Jory recognized it. Whether she told you all, that's up to you.
I would just know if I know anything about its properties.
I give out the information that Tony just said because I can't repeat that.
Because you got a 15, you actually know that these things have limited telepathy, which means it was probably they communicated, and that's why this one came from behind to attack you. It waited till you were in the room. They trapped you.
I look over to Tempest, who's next to me. I say, "These are hunters. They're communicating. You take the front one. I'll take the one in the alley."
Okay.
All right. So it is Cutter's turn first, as this thing is come over the top. And it's staring there with its huge maw and its tentacles. And what do you want to do, Cutter?
First thing he will do is he will say that the pronunciation of the creature is Atyug.
Atyug. Okay. Thank you.
And now, this is thanks to Ian, to John, and Ranger Harley, which I thought that's how it's pronounced, but then I second guess myself because I'm always the ones, as a DM saying that name. Anyway, sorry about that. So he's going to spring into action. He sees that we have, looks like Yuri already pretty much engaged with the first one, and I'm worried mostly about the mages. So I would like to run past Yuri and head towards, what's up, Andrew? And I'm going to head towards the Atyug in the corridor behind us. And as I do that, I will rage.
All right, so you're going to go behind you and go try to get this one in the corridor. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't make it there just yet. Do you have what's your movement actually? Do you have more than 6?
Oh, it's actually because of my barbarian level and my wood elf ability. It's 45.
Oh, okay. So you make it right to the Atoya, who you are now under a torrent of steam. There's a steam pipe above you from the sewer, and there's lots of methane gas being released above you.
One thing I would like to do. I'm going to use my free action before I pass Lucius, and I'm going to draw my bow, and I want to fire my bow at the Atyug that is fighting Yuri.
All right, fighting Yuri.
Yeah. So I will take a shot with my bow.
Go for it.
Go. 13.
That does not hit.
I will fire my second shot. I get 2 shots around.
Go for it.
17.
That does hit.
Okay, so the damage is, why is it so much? Oh, because of my dex. Yeah, so forget the rage. It's 10 points of damage because of my dexterity, and I rolled a 7. And as I fire from the floor of this putrid sewer, you see the ghosts, the apparitions of my ancestors rise with their shields and their spears and their swords. You can see the ghostly outlines of similar tattoos upon them, and they rush and they surround this Atyug from all sides, moving, mocking battle. And then I will finish my movement in front of the other Atyug.
All right.
I'm going to take a quick picture of this group.
So you've done a total off of that of 12 damage. Up 10 damage. 10
yeah, the
damage.
two is for rage damage, which I would not get with a bow.
All right. Well, that is Atoya. Well, however you pronounce it, I'm pronouncing it wrong. I say it's Atoya.
Atyug.
Atyug. Okay. All right. So minus 10. All right. So like you said, you already described the hit, so no need for me to do it. So next it is Lucius's turn.
All right, I'm taking a quick picture of the group right now if y'all want to look at your cameras.
Oh.
For the social medias. All right, here we go. Oh, look at those cheesy grins. Okay. So, yeah, and I am going to, now, I'm looking here, did that elf just run past me to go attack the thing in the sewer alleyway?
Yep.
Is there anything around the one in the middle here except, I guess, the paladin?
What do you mean?
The paladin's in his clutches right now, correct?
No, he didn't grab the paladin. They were behind, and both of them passed their surprise. They didn't get surprised, so they were okay. It tried to get him, but now it's just blocking their exit. Though they're stuck there behind. Oh, actually, Eric, I just realized it was blocking you. You couldn't get out. It was blocking the exit because it was blocking them as well.
Not from what I see.
I know. Well, it's supposed to be quote unquote, blocking the exit.
Dun, 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 dun.
So where is it? It's right behind them?
Yeah, it's like right behind you, blocking you from getting out towards the exit.
The one that Yuri's fighting.
Yes. So it would be blocking you as two. You still got a hit on it though. You still got a hit.
Yep.
But you just couldn't get past like Yuri and all that. You'd still be back here.
If I make some kind of crazy acrobatics roll, kind of like jump and bounce off it and over it.
You know what? Yes, you can. I like that idea. Right. So let's do it.
Here we go.
You scored me an 18 or above, and you're going to get some crazy shit.
Easy peasy. 23, baby. What up?
All right.
What up?
So describe your acrobatics in the sewer into the poop.
All right. So
Ew.
as he
Oh
always a poop.
gosh.
As he's running towards the Atyug, his first arrow, he fires it kind of in haste, and it glances off its kind of chitinous skin. And then the second one, I leap high in the air and I land right on its head, and like Legolas in Fellowship of the Ring, I fire an arrow straight down into its head, and then I bound right over it. And at that time is when the ghost apparitions of my ancestors appear.
That only counts as one. All right, so you're over there chilling. You're near the OTO, and now it is
My turn still, so I just need to know.
Lucius's turn.
I just need to know what's the distance around the OTOs? Like, how much space do they take up? Like 10 feet, 20 feet?
They are hold on.
Because I have an area
large creature, so they would take up, I think, 10 feet.
10 feet. Is there anybody around them, close to them, within 20 feet?
Yes, Eric is.
Okay. Well, that's annoying. So
He's
no fireball. Damn, jeez.
No fireball.
Yeah, right now Eric is under the methane pipe. There's
That'd
like
be
methane.
great with the fireball, wouldn't it? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to step out and beside, I don't want to be next to the thing so it can hit me, but I want to be able to strike that thing with a lightning bolt.
All right.
Without hitting Eric.
Oh, that might be.
Would I be able to go beside him and move?
Yeah, you'd have to stand right next to him, I guess, or.
Yeah, I don't mind if I'm just over his shoulder or something. I just don't want to hit him with my lightning bolt.
Let me see if you could. I think you might be able to do that because Eric is right there. Ooh, that's kind of taking up he's right there on it.
Does Lucius think it's possible?
I think Lucius could hit the one with Yuri and not have to worry about hitting Yuri or Claudia. But
I was just worried about the thing bouncing on the walls because I know it does that in the video game.
Oh God,
I wasn't sure if it does that in 5e, but it does that in the video game. So
I could do that. That would be truly cruel. You know, back in the old days, playing Dark Queen of Kryn on PC, lightning bouncing everywhere.
I died so many times shooting lightning bolts. All right, so
I would say that let's see. Got to be fair. If it bounces off,
does it or no?
Let's see here. I don't think it bounces off in 5th edition.
It doesn't
I think
bounce off the walls, then I'll go ahead and get the one that's close to me right now.
Must make sure. Scroll like 400 feet on by assuming the judge you choose. All right, no, it does not say it bounces off the walls anymore. So it looks like you're all right. The problem is you're not going to be able to get because Eric is standing right at the lip.
I'll do the one in the middle of the room. This about ready to attack the paladin. Then
that one you could get. You could get the one in the middle of that room. Yes.
Okay, and
I got to make a dexterity save or take a huge amount of damage.
I can't see. I'm running. No, it's not shooting. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, there we go. DC 15. Let's go ahead and make this a wisdom save. I'm going to charge and go. And I changed the save to a wisdom save.
Oh, how did you do that? Is that like an ability? I didn't know you could do that.
One of my lore mastery abilities. Let me go ahead and share it real quick.
That is all right. That was a smart move then.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was smart. That was smart.
All right, so here it is. I can do let's see, at 6th level. Nope, that's not the one I can do. Lore mastery. So, starting at 2nd level, you become a compendium of knowledge on vast array of topics. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make that uses Arcana, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's what I needed. 1 second.
Yeah, because that's not showing anything like that.
Yeah, excuse me 1 second. Let me go back to my character. I'm using one.
So if that's an ability, that's a powerful ability to be able to adjust saves.
It's spell secrets. It is a great thing.
That's powerful.
Something called spell secrets. So when you cast a spell with a spell slot and the spell deals acid, cold, fire, force, like lightning, you can substitute the damage type. You replace one energy type with the other. As you cast it, when you cast a spell with a spell slot and the spell requires a saving throw, you can change the saving throw from one ability score to another of your choice. Once you can change a saving throw in this way, you can't do this again until you finish a short or long.
Okay, so it's a one-time thing. Smart.
One time for a rest.
All right, let's do it then. Wisdom you want?
Wisdom, I think, would be a great one for this thing. They don't seem too wise.
DC 15?
I would have gone with charisma.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty charisma. They're not the best looking creatures. All right. Ooh.
Oh, that's a
Oh no.
That's crazy.
Wow,
Oh,
that was a crit.
Don't worry, Lucius, I got you.
So I take half damage on that.
Oh.
So
I guess you do.
16. Yeah, about 16 damage.
Right, so yeah, it shoots.
You're gonna describe it, how it goes?
Oh, it just bolts through and then
Minus
I'm
16.
sure it makes a little squeal, something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
screams out, and the other one also screams at the same time through their telephone connection.
As you begin to pull your fingers apart, sparks and everything form, and then you literally are pulling electricity into a line within your hand. And like the mighty god Zeus, you're actually holding the lightning bolt with flashes coming out of your fingers and radiating light from your fist. And you throw the lightning bolt, and it goes serving across the room into this creature, and you see it start, even it's still kind of in the muck a little bit. It has its back of its body in this pit still and everything, and it begins to burn up. You see the squeal. That was a bad squeal. It makes a squealing, sounds like a deer that's been shot. And then it starts burning and smoke starts rising from some of its tentacles from the electricity circling around its body.
And then is there any way to go up and to the right out of the passageway?
Let's see. You
Like
want to
behind me?
go? You want to go north?
I want to go away from both of them and around the corner so neither of them will get to me.
You can do that because you're not in melee range.
Yeah, then I'm definitely going to do that.
Because you did not
Have
come
fun,
in
Tempest.
the room. You stood at the door, right? You didn't come in the room, right? Did you? You didn't come in the room, right?
Follow the plan, Tempest. I did not come into the room. I stepped at the doorway. That's it.
That's right. Okay, then you're safe. All right, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'd like to just kitty corner. I don't want to be. I want to be kitty corner so I can still have access to a little bit closer and a little bit further away from the Otiog, if it's
There you
possible.
go.
Closer to the wall.
Well, I can't get you closer to the wall because you're inside the sewer. The
That makes
pit.
sense. All right, that's good for me then. That would be the end of my turn.
But you're in a 5-foot space. That technically that sewer girder, that canal, is a 5-foot space. So that's where you're in a 5-foot space. It's just like the shape of a character. You can't next to the wall. All right, so that's Lucius' turn.
I say,
Next,
finish
what?
it off, Tempest. Show me what you have.
Now it is Tempest's turn.
So
Let the anger flow through you.
I look
Let the
back
hate
to
flow.
I look back to Lucius and I step out into the hallway so that I have visual view of both of these Altiogs. And I take my dagger out and I slice my hand and I cast Bane. So you have to make 2 wisdom saves, DC 17.
You got it.
Two nat 20s. Okay. All right, Tony.
It
Dang.
must be my day.
That's the first one. Let's see if the second one fell.
Watch it be a 1.
13. Okay, one fails. I don't know which one you want to pick.
But you can pick the one you want to fail.
The one in front of Cutter.
The one in front of Cutter? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my sorcery points to not the twin net, the 2 sorcery points to quicken that, and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the one right in front of Cutter.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Is there a save for? Can't remember. There's a save for.
Yes, it's a save.
Yeah.
Is it wisdom again?
No, it's charisma.
Charisma. Oh.
Yes.
Well, I'm in trouble.
Oh,
Well, if it's charisma, I'm in trouble.
yeah, I rolled a nat 1, so I used 2 sorcery points already. So I'm gonna use another sorcery point to empower that and re-roll that.
Don't know why I didn't choose charisma. Not that it
So
would matter.
I'm gonna roll 2d4.
Vicious mockery is wisdom.
This is wisdom.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Oh,
at
it is a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me roll
Oh,
again.
I'm sorry. Yes, it is. I don't know why I thought that was charisma.
I still failed. I got 3.
So I say to the creature, I say, "You're not the only one that speaks to that can speak in people's minds." And then I have to roll.
It
So
speaks. You hear back in your own mind, "Your sweet flesh. Oh, such sweet, salty flesh."
Ew.
So you take 6 points instead of 3 because I
All right.
re-rolled, and that is the end of my turn. I'm gonna
And that
back up. Actually, wait. I'm gonna back up behind Lucius so I can keep constant. Actually, you know what? No, I might be able to get that second one. I'm gonna
And that
back
was
into the hallway with Lucius.
All right. So took damage off, and now it is the Dampire's turn. Vampire Hunter D. Claudia.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, screw it. For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite
Okay.
at 2nd level. And then I'm going to try to what is colloquially known as nuking it with my battle axe.
Did you say?
I got a crit. So
Oh my God!
gonna take a shit ton of damage.
That's crazy.
Because I also
Holy
put a 3rd level Divine Smite on there, so that thing is paced.
Woo!
So
You
it
did
has-
what? 48. 950. What? That's 56 points of damage.
That's a lot of d8s. Let's go with that one because I
If
know
ever
how
you
much I
were
love
wondering,
those.
if ever you were wondering if the paladin was right now needed, we have definitely found out that it is needed.
That is epic.
Like, yeah, these things are technically evil, I guess, even though it doesn't say it. Oh no, they're not. That only works on evil creatures, right?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Oh, okay, then you're fine.
It works
doesn't
on
do you
anything.
fine.
It just deals radiant damage, so it's more effective against undead and stuff.
When you say smite, I think of like holy smite. So don't worry about it. You're good then. All right, so it
Yeah,
takes
it's Thunderous Smite and Divine Smite. So there's a
56 points. All right, so you're good.
there's a glow around her axe, as well as a thunderous boom when she makes contact. And
Oof. Do you want to describe it? How you did this massive damage? What you did to it?
just a look of sheer disdain at this creature that tried to corner her. As her grip tightens on her axe and she just brings it down through the tentacles and everything into its main body.
All right. So, and as you do that, the axe hits into the flesh with a squelch, going through into the partially the cranium and knocking out one of the teeth as another tentacle is sheared. And it's not completely sheared, as it was trying to deflect your blow. It held up and you literally chop the tentacle and split like a banana peel. And you see the blood splurting out as it hits the ground, but it's still up. All right. And now, Jesus Christ, that was well, Yuri's going to do the same thing. Yeah, Yuri's turn.
Would you consider this undead?
No, it's not undead.
Damn it. Okay.
It's an aberration. I'll tell you that much.
No worries. No, I have to, it's for, there's a very good reason why. So,
Undead take an extra D8.
yep.
Smite.
Undead, Fey, Fiend, or Foe. Okay. So it's just gonna get a smite to the face.
Mm.
That's a 27.
That definitely hits.
So you take 14
26.
radiant and 12 slashing damage.
Damn.
I like it
And
how
that-
I like how Young said that you take the damage.
Oh, the DM is hurt.
I'm going to, that's second attack, that's a 26.
17.
You take
Wow,
11 radiant and 6 slashing. And there's nothing else I can do.
You sure?
Yeah, how pathetic.
I don't know, to be honest.
Some good
That was
rolls.
killer. You did great, Yuri.
Oh yeah, now I can roll great, because before I just rolled all the ones. I hate that. Literally hate that. I'm not going to go out of range because I know better than that from all of my experiences. Never go out of melee range. No more
Oh.
AoEs. And I'm just going to scowl in its face. That's about it.
You see, after
Yes, you can smite
you
too.
came down with your great sword, and you'd already saw that, your new friend Claudia had peeled the one tentacle like a banana, and now you come by and you slash the side of its face, chopping a piece of the orbital bone off the actual creature, so a piece of its skull is exposed, so that it's still able to attack. As you see the bone and everything hit into the muck on the ground, and the teeth rattle to the ground, but this creature's still up. And now it is the first one's turn, the one right in front of Yuri and Claudia. So I guess it will try to attack 1 to 3. It's Yuri. 4 to 6 is Claudia. All right, it's going to attack Yuri. Gets a multi-attack. Here we go. Makes 3 attack.
Disadvantage.
Oh, that's right, because you got your spirits up.
That's right. They're protecting her.
All right, so you got the bite. So first bite. Let's roll. I might just roll with disadvantage. There we go. I'll just select disadvantage. This is already with disadvantage.
Oh,
So I got a
does not
12, which does not hit. Now it gets another attack. This one's going to try for Claudia with its tentacle. Disadvantage. Man, it's so hot in here. I am sweating. Oh, damn, 22.
That'll hit.
Okay, so is that the final attack or is there more?
No, there's another one.
Okay.
If the target is medium as far as grappled, escape 13, blah, blah. You know how grappling is. You can attack, but, can't really move, blah, blah, blah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my power now. So of those protective ancestral guardians, one of them standing in front of her becomes slightly more solid and holds up a shield and will subtract 2 to 12 hit points of damage thanks to my 6th level ability. So I will roll 2d6. So instead of 11, gonna take 1 point of damage.
1 damage.
That's crazy.
All right, but here's its final attack.
Did Claudia have to make a save to not be grappled for that one? Just out of curiosity.
It's automatic.
Oh, it's an automatic. Okay, no, I'm just curious. There's a reason why.
All right, so it's going to do a Tentacle Slam, right? And I'll let you read that. So this thing lifts you up, and it literally, because it still has its, and slams you into the wall that's next to it. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, me or Claudia?
It's Claudia, because Claudia is grappled. Ooh. All right. Claudia,
Holy shit.
unfortunately, as Claudia, this thing, you see Claudia gets picked up, even though the ancestral guardians have come in and there's that bright light as they're able to deflect the damage. Unfortunately, as she gets pulled up, slammed into the wall, you see Claudia shake as the wind is knocked out of her and she falls into the ground and takes, I'm just going to I rolled the damage, 2 dice 6 plus 3. So here we go. You actually did. Oh, well, same thing. 10. 10 damage. All right.
Plus, it's plus 3. So that, 10. So,
yeah, 10.
As that's happening, those ancestral guardians kind of latch onto her and kind of try and reduce the momentum and slows it down enough that she takes half damage because of the base power, right? It's always half damage anybody that's attacked except for me by that art yoke.
All right, so they kind of pull on her feet a little to just give that little bit of, the wisps of the spirits. You hear wispy hands holding Claudia, doing their best, and of course, then she only takes the 4 damage. All right, so and now you are stunned until its next turn. So you are stunned right now, and now
That's fair.
What?
That's fair.
Well, yeah, and you took half damage because of that awesome ability by Cutter. All right, and next is the next one in front of Cutter, and this one
you have it's baned, and it also has vicious mockery on it. So the first attack is disadvantaged, and you have to subtract the D4 from every attack roll.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So I got this first attack is disadvantaged, and then you tell me after that. Bane
with a minus D4 to that as well.
Damn, I'm not going to hit Jack and shit. Let me put disadvantage on here. I'm not going to hit nothing anyway, unless I crit.
Oh my God.
So minus a D4.
All right, I'll roll the D4. Hold on, let me roll a
D4.
D4.
I have an 18 armor class, so that's still a hit.
Yeah. Well.
Oh man, that was like 19.
Yeah, one of a. All right. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
All righty.
Yep.
Incoming.
All right, you fail that.
I don't get advantage on con saving throws, right? Just strength for my rage.
Just strength. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, add a +3 to that if you're within. Or how far are you from me? Just out of curiosity.
Like 20
Are
feet.
you farther than 10? Are you 20 feet? Damn it!
I'm farther. Yeah.
Damn it!
Okay. So I did not make saving throw either. So what's the damage, Doctor?
You do 16 piercing damage, and if the target creature misses a save on a Constitution saving throw or become poisoned with a disease until it's cured, every 24 hours that elapse, the target must repeat the saving throw, reducing its hit point maximum by 5, 1d10 on a failure.
So that's all later.
Yeah, right? We'll worry about it. It ain't 24 hours yet. So
okay.
This thing goes, and Cutter, you had everybody being protected by your guardians. The wisp of the ghosts are moving around. They're pulling at her, and you're happy. And I guess for a moment, you just you let your guard down because you're focused on so bad, even though you're evil, trying to protect this party member so they can keep you alive so you can get rich. And this maw comes down, and you see it a little bit and try to get out the way, but it gets you on the back in such a way where it bites the flesh of your back between like that. And you're held for a second with the teeth go into your back, and then it lets go. But the juices and the fetid poop all go into the wounds, and you feel the burning as the poop and the pee and everything is slowly going into your wounds, and you instantly begin to feel woozy and sick.
Fetid poop.
I think there should also be a dex penalty on that, personally. But I'm not going to do that.
You're the DM.
What?
You're the DM.
Yeah, because I figured the diseases down here were automatically giving you dex penalties like we rolled for diseases before. But since it doesn't say that, I'm not going to do it.
Okay. So I take 8 from that, by the way, because of my rage.
You take what?
I take 8 instead of 16 because of my rage.
Oh, nice. Okay. And now here comes the tentacle attack. It's still trying to get you here. Disadvantage because of mockery, right?
No disadvantage. It's only the first attack. But
Okay,
you still have Bane, so that's a D4 from every attack.
All right, so normal roll. I
Okay.
lost. That misses. And is there anybody close within 10 feet of this Atalia?
Just me.
Space, are you within 10 feet?
I'm in the hallway. I don't know if I'm within.
You did. I don't remember you moving into the hallway. You were still.
Yeah, I said I was gonna be in the hallway with Lucius.
Yeah, she's about 15 feet away.
You're still fine. You're still more than, because he's 5. You're just out of reach. So if you move back one into the hallway, so back into the sewer. You're jumping back into the poopy water.
Wait, so before you continue, so just for my clarification, Claudia is being held.
She has been slammed. She's still grappled, yes, because she hasn't got to grapple, but it slammed her against the wall. So now Claudia is stunned until the start of its next turn.
Okay.
All right, and now the next tentacle attack with Bane on it as well. Unless I crit, it's going to miss. It misses.
Yep. 18
all
over
right.
5.
All right. So that it goes to hit you both times, but unfortunately, you're hurting from the bite in the back that it was able to get on you. So now you're a lot more alert, even though you're woozy, and you're deflecting, and your barbarian rage pushes you on to get out of the way of its attack. All right. So you are doing that. And now it is back to Cutter's turn. Sick boy.
All right. So I still have my bow out. I'm going to shoot an arrow again at the same Atyug. Actually, you know what? It looks pretty messed up now, right? They've
the
chopped the hell
one
out of it.
that Yuri and Claudia had been on looks hurt.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out my longsword and take my 2 swipes with my rage.
Okay.
And let it go.
Pretty sure
Molly,
you're going to hit. You hit everything.
My friend Molly is watching. I play with them on Friday nights at 6 o'clock, our 1E game. Hi, Molly.
Hey, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're having a good time watching
Molly?
them get attacked in the sewers.
Yeah, they
here.
just got here. Yeah, our Molly, Lucius. Okay, so I'll run my 2 attacks with my longsword, just slashing wildly, angrily. First one.
That hits.
15. That hits.
That hits. Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so it's 9 points. And then second one. There's a delay here. There we go. 10 points.
That was almost a crit, wasn't it?
It's close. 18.
Very close.
So,
all right, describe your attacks.
Yeah, so he blocks the second attack, and the third one bites in his magical leather armor, but he pulls that way, and then just eyes just red, just slashes wildly left, then right as a backswing, just right into the center mass, just causing blood to spray in all directions and some on him.
Oh, I love it. Bathe, bloodbath.
And the ancestral guardians are around the Atyug now, but that's basically if it attacks anyone but me. So if it attacks me, it still has regular attacks.
Okay. All
Gotcha.
right.
Yeah. That's it.
So now is Lucius's turn.
Oh, you know what I was looking at? I'm sorry. Bane was a charisma check. Charisma saving throw.
Looking at the screen here.
But you know what? Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. I know you didn't do it on purpose. Let's roll. But now we know for future time, Bane is charisma.
Looking at the OTO that was just attacking Cutter, how bad does it look and how close is it?
It still looks strong. It's healthy.
Now, Cutter is over by me now. He's not within 20 feet of it, is he?
With 20 feet of the toga or
Otiog, yeah, the one that's
whatever the hell you pronounce. The OT. Call it the OT.
I have a pro tip, DM. Just choose monsters you can pronounce their names.
So, I just need to know if he's close, how close he is to the Otiog.
He's within 5 feet. because he's melee
Within
attack.
5 feet, like okay, I see his Tempest is in front of me.
Yeah, Tempest is in front of you, and he's in front of you. You're now in a line. You can't get around Tempest or anything because you're in the sewer canal.
Right. Okay, I could always push by her though. If I
Yeah,
wanted
I mean, yeah, you could push by her.
Yeah.
And you could push by Cutter, but if you were to do another lightning bolt, you know.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to do another lightning bolt. In this case, what I'm going to do is, can't believe I haven't cast mage armor. What's happened to me? I'm going to cast something else here. I'm going to cast, okay, there we go. I will do, that's too light. I want to do something bigger. I'm going to pick up a piece of poo. I'm going to pick up a piece of poo.
Is that the end of your turn?
I can throw it over the heads. I can throw it over the heads of people to hit that Odeog. It's pretty big, right?
You're going to have to roll for that.
Well, then I'll pick up a
range
piece
attack.
I'll pick up some piece of hard poo, whatever. Move past move past Tempest and cast Catapult
Okay.
at level 2.
That was used successfully on the bridge all those months ago, remember?
All right, so I've cast Catapult at level 2, which is pretty much, I took a piece of poo, turned it magical, and just catapulted it.
And I have to make a dexterity save here.
I think that's called a catapoo.
Just for sanitation's sake, I want to point out you don't have to touch the poop to cast catapult on it.
Ew.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say?
Just for
That's crazy.
sanitation's sake, you don't need to touch something to cast catapult
Well,
on
in
it.
that case, I wouldn't pick it up if I knew that.
Maybe
Another
he
pro
wants
tip.
to.
I would just like pick up whatever is on the ground and shoot
Which
it off.
one
let,
are
me,
you?
let me try
which
my
one are
dex
you-
save.
Hold on, Tony. Which one are you shooting at, Lucius?
Oh, nice.
It doesn't matter. He failed. I failed.
All
right.
So it
All
took
right.
17 points of bludgeoning damage from the splat.
All right. So first of all, I'm tempted to give you inspiration for using poop as an attack. I mean, there's a part of me that really wants to do that, but I feel as if like y'all are already kicking ass, so you don't need it right now. But yeah, that was really, really inspirational to use a piece of a shit attack. Okay. All right, so you do 17
taste of
points
its
of
own
damage
medicine.
as this poo, as you push by, Tempest and everything. She sees you with the poop in your hand. Can't imagine her reaction.
I don't think
and then
if I
Cutter
don't have to
sees
pick it up, if I don't have to pick it up, and Lucius would know
it's
this.
too
then I
late. You
would-
already said you picked it up. There's some
We're
things I
good.
let you go back on, but I'm not letting you go back on that.
Okay,
You have
whatever. All right,
you have touched
forward.
shit. Everybody in the party has saw you touch poop. That is with you now. That
I
is
take- I take a
that is the
picture.
jacket you will wear.
We're
from
already
now
covered
on.
in poo. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's not like it's his first time.
But he
Cutter's
willingly touched it.
I
Cutter's
think
gonna take out
Claudia
his
got
cell
some up her
phone.
nose.
Cutter takes out his cell phone, takes a picture, and puts it on Instagram and tags him.
in Faerunian Instagram, which is Town Crier. so this poop goes flying by Cutter's head as he's all enraged and everything, and just it has to be the craziest sight to see a magical glowing piece of shit flying by, splatting, and it hits the into the maw of the Otoko and hits it in the mouth. Now normally it wouldn't mind this, but it's you see Otoko kind of for a second. And in your mind, you hear from the however the hell you pronounce OT, you hear to you, Lucy, it goes, "Really? You threw a piece of shit? Really?"
I respond to it telepathically.
You
In
can't
Infernal.
you can't respond to it. You just hear that.
I have telepathy.
Oh, okay, then you can respond to that. Yeah, all right. So
What is
All
that?
right.
What did you say to it in Infernal anyway?
And I don't know if it speaks Infernal or not, but yeah, I just spoke Infernal to it in his head to respond to it, to freak it out a bit.
yeah, it doesn't speak Infernal.
I figured it wouldn't. That's why I want to freak it out.
Sadly, it speaks Otoyo. now it is. Is that all you wanted to do, buddy? Throw your poop attack?
Oh no, I just wanted. I mean, yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to see if I could also psych it out a little bit with some devil in its mind.
You're psych. I think throwing poop at it was more than humiliating enough. All right, so now it is Tempest's turn.
Okay, so let me also clarify that Bane also goes for saving throws as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna look to the one right in front of Cutter, and I'm gonna look to the one in the room, and I'm gonna cast Command since it is not a concentration spell. And I'm gonna tell them to halt. No, I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell them to grapple. So they have to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
What do you tell them to do?
Gravel. So it says, I'm gonna post it. Yeah, I'm gonna post it so you can see it.
Because you're already attacking him, so it's gonna be rough.
Well, with command, they have to follow. If they fail the save, they have to follow that command.
It's not a suggestion. It's like a
this is
overrides everything.
Oh, this is different than such. Okay,
yes.
Okay. This is like almost like a charm, like dire charm almost. Okay. Okay. So basically,
gravel.
DC 17. Let me roll my wisdom. And is that for both of them or just one?
Yes, I'm casting it at level 2, so that's both of them.
Okay. Wisdom save 1. Here we go.
This is the one
with Bane. Yeah, let's say this is the one with Bane, so it's -4, right? Okay.
No, you have to roll it before and subtract it. Well, great. They both have to grab.
Why did I roll No, I rolled initiative on one thing by accident. Sorry, I don't know why that happened.
Well,
that's really weird. But one that passes, I guess. I have to roll the 4.
Yeah, that's the one for Cutter, right?
Yeah. So
yeah, you have to roll a D4.
Let me roll a D4.
Let it be a 4.
17.
Prove it. You just got it.
All right, so here's the next wisdom.
This one is fine. Okay, so
and he failed.
Gravel, it says the target falls prone and then ends its turn. So the one in front of Claudia and Yuri will fall prone and on its turn. Right? I think that's how that goes.
Yeah, on their turn for one round.
For one round. So
all right, so it's gonna beg. And I guess however Atogo's beg, I don't know how they beg, but they're gonna beg. All right, so it falls to the ground. That one, the other one kind of shakes it off. It's already been hit in the face with poo, so I guess it was a little bit angrier. But this one, even though it had, Claudia would still be grappled, though, I assume. She still has to save to get out of that grapple, even though I'm groveling. So
she'll be prone with the prone thing.
Yeah, and I'll be holding Claudia.
Happens to kill it.
Yeah, that's true. Yuri might kill it.
It's called grovappling.
Grovappling.
That's the word. I just looked it up.
I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken that, and I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery again on the one in front of Cutter.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, why don't you just die already? And I will roll that. So you have to make a DC 17 Wisdom save again. So let's see if you pass that this time.
I was going to say, if you want Vicious Mockery phrases, there's a website for that, just by the way.
Oh, send that to me because
I had a bard character. I used it when I was a bard, and it's just really messed up, and it's just really funny.
So
it's like your mom's an ogre and your dad is a tiefling. It's like something stupid.
That's funny. Tony, DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay.
-4. I mean, it already fell.
It doesn't matter. He lost. He is mocked.
So now he has disadvantage on his first attack against Cutter.
All right.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. So now it is Claudia is knocked out or stunned. So that skip over her, sadly. Sorry, Claudia. And now it is Yuri's turn.
I'm gonna smite. And it's gonna
You're gonna
get-
Can I
smite?
make the
I'm gonna
save
smite.
to escape on my turn?
Hold on. Let me see.
Oh
Let me
wait,
see.
I'm stunned. Right.
Yeah, you're
Never mind.
stunned.
Okay,
I
so
forgot.
So I'm gonna smite it in the face, and hopefully this will kill it. I'm
You
gonna
have-
up.
You have advantage because it's prone.
Yep.
Oh my God, you're gonna.
I don't think they go prone until their turn.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to spell. I'm still learning. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense too. So.
Well,
alright.
y'all have advantage next round.
It's all good.
Probably
It's-
won't need it if she scores high enough. Come on. With
It's
that
gonna,
smite.
I'm gonna upcast this one, so this actually gets an extra D8 actually. So it's gonna get level 2 smite. So
Mm.
that's the 20 radiant and 11 slashing.
All right.
So that's
And that was the
31
one
points
that
of
had
damage.
Claudia, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, it's
Nice shot.
down.
Oh, it's down or is it dead?
Well, it's dead. That's it.
I have to ask. I need to make sure it's dead.
Oh yeah, it's gone. You want to describe how you kill it?
You can describe it.
All right. So as it's
I'm not good
holding,
at that.
as it has Claudia stunned and just slammed in the wall, and Claudia's up against the wall, and still has that peeled tentacle and half of its body kind of slumped in the muck. You come by and it tries to swipe at you with its flailing split tentacle. You easily are able to deflect out with the hilt of your greatsword, kind of like slap it away. And then as it comes back, you chop the tentacle, blood goes flying out, the arterial spray, and then you come back down, whip around, you turn around backwards, and to kind of trick it, it opens up its maw, thinking you've turned its back to it. And as it does, you take your greatsword, right through the maw that goes up and through the skull and out as brain matter splats back into the actual pool of muck and onto the back wall, and it slithers and falls into the muck and floats back down to God knows where. As it lets go of Claudia, the slimy tentacle is the last thing you see going over the rim into the pool, the cesspool.
Ew.
And it's gone.
Good job.
It's gone. And it's gone. Did you know where that's from, Eric? And it's gone.
No.
That's South Park.
That's God.
We got your money. We put it here. We put it here. We put it up, and it's gone. That was a great episode about the banks, and
How,
it's gone.
how far
Alright.
am I from the other one? Out of curiosity, because I still have
You
one more attack.
are.
Because I can still hit something. I feel bad because I don't want to waste it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
30 feet of movement.
Well, then you'd be right up
I'll
on
do
it.
it.
I'm gonna use
Oh
my.
no, because
No.
you'd have to be behind Eric because it's Eric
Oh,
is
because they're
right
in the
up on it.
hallway. I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, not the hallway. They're in the canal. The poop canal.
Ew.
The word of the day is poop.
Yes, we know.
No one tell Lucius.
So if I was stood behind Eric, would I still be able to hit it, or is that a no?
What's your reach with your greatsword?
5 feet.
5 feet, yeah, probably.
Mm,
You have a bow or something?
I have a javelin,
There you go.
so I'm gonna go into the. If I have enough room, I'm just gonna toss it from the doorway.
so you're gonna use your javelin?
I'm gonna use my javelin and toss it from the doorway. Or do I have to? Or do I have to be behind Eric to do that?
I think if you got catty corner, like where you are in the room, that you could kind of do it above, because Eric kind of down a little bit, because you jumped down into that water, so you're a little bit. I think you could arch it over his head. We'll just give it a little bit of a disadvantage, say -2 to your attack roll, because you're trying to kind of
-2.
get it over the head.
Got it. Okay, so.
Oh, that
That's a
still
14.
hits. With just a 14, just hits.
That's 8 piercing.
All right, so 8 damage. You throw your javelin, it goes just sailing above Cutter's head and hits into the side part of the creature, embedding itself, and then it flails and snaps the javelin, but of course the piece of the hilt is still in it itself. All right, and that was -8. All right, and now
that is the end of my turn.
Yep. So that one is gone. So now, oops, the same as the other one. All right. So now it's the one in front of Eric. So it's gonna, well, not Eric, but Cutter. It's gonna come down with its bite once more, trying to bite you. Urgh.
-4 and disadvantage.
Well, then I have to roll again if it's disadvantage. Hold on. Roll again with the bite. Well,
minus. Yeah, he still has to roll -D4.
Yeah. If you roll 4, then you miss. Oh, you missed.
Oh, you just got it. All right.
Yeah.
So luckily, this thing comes to bite down. You know, your back is still feeling the burning pain, and you're standing still now in this water. So now the not the water, but the sewage is lapping up onto your back through your armor, and it's continuing to sting. But, you know, it tries to bite down on you once again to get your shoulder, and you're able to just take the hilt of your sword and bash it into the face, knocking out 2 of the teeth as they fall into the water, and you see them sink into the ground, and it reels back in a sense of frustrated anger and pain.
It's not dead yet.
I guess it sounds like a pig or something.
Yeah, no, I wasn't mocking you. He's mocking it.
That's all right. All right, so now, it is. Oh, we gotta do our. I almost forgot to do the.
He's got more attacks, right?
Yeah, that's right. I almost forgot. Now I gotta do the tentacle.
That'll miss.
That will miss because it's -4 anyway.
Oh, that hits.
That will hit no matter what.
Yep.
All right, so you're grappled and restrained until the grapple ends.
Okay.
I guess restrained means you can't attack either.
No, I can still, right?
Yeah, you can attack.
It's saying restrained.
At disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I
That's
was about to look at it right there. All right,
Yep.
Perfect. So you take 10 points of damage, and now you are at disadvantage and you're grappled.
Yeah. And I take 5.
Oh, 5, because that's right, take half. All right, so this thing now, you dodge the bite, you've knocked out its teeth. You know, one of the tentacles, you're able to dodge that one, but this one sneaks its way. It goes underneath the sewage and comes up behind you and grabs you by the neck and hoists you up into the air. And you're flailing around, looking at your teammates. Your rage, your muscles are burning as you're trying to break out of this thing. As you look at your teammates, and your eyes bulging as it's tightening the grip around your neck. All right, so now it is actually your turn, though, Cutter.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Nice.
top of the round.
Okay. So instead of wasting a turn trying to, God, I could probably break that pretty easy. But you know what? I'm not going to. So I'm fighting that tentacle around my neck, and then I just take one hand off it, grab my sword again, to start sticking it in the belly. Just two rapid shakes.
All right.
Here we go. And the ancestral guardians are, still around him, but it won't matter unless he attacks somebody else. Okay, so 16 that's 10 points of damage. And sorry. Okay. If you want, I can re-roll. I was going to go reckless attack, which should even out. So I can do that if you want. I would hit anyway, because even with the disadvantage, I would still hit. If you look at all my rolls.
Yeah, I mean, either which way you got to hit. I
So
mean,
I'm
it's
reckless,
up to you. If you want to re-roll, it's up to you. Go.
So I wanted to be reckless to get that. I would have hit anyway, but that way I'm actually being honest with you. So that way you can now attack me at advantage. Anyway, damage is 10 and 10.
All right, so you did reckless and 10 and 10. take
Yep.
off
So
20.
you know, it has
Want to
advantage
describe
on it.
how you did this thing?
Yeah. So as I said, he had dropped the sword briefly, and he's trying to fight off that tentacle, and then he leans back with all the strength he can to pick that sword up again, and just starts shanking it right in the gut. Just quick, straight,
All right.
hard shots to the hilt.
So now it is Lucius's turn.
Yes. And Lucius sees this thing just ravaging Cutter. And so Lucius grimaces and I'm going ahead. I'm struggling with this screen here today. So with Lucius, what he'll do then today is that he will. How bad does this Oteog look right now in health?
It's still got a little strength, but it's got taken some damage. It's hurt, Not happy about the situation, I would imagine.
All right. Lucius will cast. We'll take it this time. He'll just he's a little bit upset with this thing. He's going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Cast it.
And that can go through your teammates.
And I get to choose what kind of damage it will be. So I'm going to choose fire.
Okay, perfect. All right.
This does not damage the teammate.
Okay, so you're doing fire. Okay. Hold on one second. Just looking at something. All right. So you do the chromatic orb, and I have to do a what is it? What's the save on it?
Level 2.
It's chromatic orb doesn't have a save. It's an attack.
Did he hit? They hit.
If it attacks the creature, if the attack hits, the creature takes 3d8 damage of the type you choose. And when you cast a spell using a spell slot a second level or higher,
Oh, you did hit. You did hit.
So I hit for 4d8.
Yep. So you got a total of 21 damage. Okay, and you did hit with a 14. All right.
Nice.
But now, as you do that, though, I said multiple times there was methane.
I knew
the
that was
area.
coming.
I made a point to say it like because Eric has advised me to say these things. So I have said it multiple times. And as you shoot this fire, it does hit it. But now the whole area, all y'all everybody needs to roll a dexterity. Hold on. This is.
Oh, shoot. I didn't think about that.
So now Lucius set all of us on fire, then, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I like
Oh,
the
great.
Give me a dex check at DC 19.
A dex check or a dex save?
Dex save.
Anyone within 10 feet of the paladin gets a +3.
Well,
Okay.
that didn't help me much.
Sorry.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
Asthma aura. Can't
Yeah.
help you.
It didn't help.
Claudia, I don't think you would be hit because you're still in the room, right?
She's still in the room, yeah.
Yeah, I
Alright,
think
so
it's just everybody in the hallway.
So
No.
I get advantage because I'm a barbarian to dex saves.
I don't know what I was thinking right there.
It's
Tony,
Yes.
is it just the people in the sewers or in the room as well?
Anybody who's within a fireball range of him. So let me put the fireball template out so you know if you're within range.
I think I might be just out of it. Which would be nice.
You set it on the creature, centering on the creature. So I would say
Did you
if
say
you
fireball?
centered it
or
on
chromatic-
him, it
chromatic
just
orb?
is. It's getting Lucius, Tempest, and Cutter. Now, if I put it over here, it would get all y'all. But I assume you centered the chromatic orb, so the explosion would come from the center of the creature. When it hits the creature, it explodes, which means that's the point. The fire ignites. So I'm doing it from the center out, which means it just dodges Yuri and Claudia. But everybody else needs to do that deck save.
I failed, so
Nobody
But y'all like this template. Thanks to our loyal viewers for giving us the sponsoring and giving us enough money by subscribing to our channel that we are able to get these spell templates where we know the exact range of a spell like Fireball.
Tony's burning Halo.
I failed, so I need to know how much damage I take so I can make a Constitution save.
Wait, even with a +3?
Yes, I only got a 12, so a +3 would have gave me 15.
Damn.
All right, it's equivalent to a Fireball spell, so I think that's 8d6.
No, he said chromatic orb, right?
Yeah, but it's ignited like a fireball.
Oh, okay.
Think of it like lighting. Think of it like lighting a match.
Gas go boom.
Yeah, in an oven full, in a room full of gas.
So, you have to. Are you gonna roll that damage?
Hold, let me see what. I think it's. Hold on, Fireball. Because it just says takes the damage of a Fireball spell. Pretty sure Fireball is 8d6.
Yeah, but this is not a. Oh, this is. I just made a fireball. What are you saying?
Yeah, it's equivalent to a Fireball cast at the fifth level cast.
Oh.
So yeah, 8d6.
Welcome to hell, everybody. Welcome to my world.
I'll roll the damage. I'll roll the damage for you.
I have to say, there's one benefit here, Tony.
Yes.
Doesn't our Atiug also have to make a saving throw?
Oh yeah, I'm doing overkill.
Yes, he does. Thank you.
Right.
You.
I
Yes,
think
he
Lucius
does.
is just going to do some overkill. That's what he decided to do.
Dex, he's going to probably. And he failed. Oh no, he passed.
No,
he just passed.
-4. -4.
Son of a bitch. I'm sorry, guys.
You have to roll a D4.
He's
Oh,
Bane.
-4. Oh yes, he failed.
Bane. Nice.
All right, there you go. So Bane.
Good job,
all right,
Wifey.
So
Yay.
8d6.
Got you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's an easier way to do that, by the way.
I know, but I like rolling the damage like that.
So
For some weird reason. 5, 10, 16, 17, 21, 22, 27, 29. Everybody takes 29 points of damage, including...
So my Constitution save has to be...
Wow.
What, an 18?
Now, the good thing is, it killed the
15.
doggo.
Yeah, good. What would you just call him?
Whatever the hell his name is.
Otiug!
Oh,
The
then I don't have to worry
the
about
OT.
Constitution then.
All right, so you cast this chromatic orb, confidently sure that your fire will damage this thing, and it sets off this explosion. The air itself becomes on fire. You see the Otogo blast into pieces. It explodes and splatters go everywhere and into the actual filth and muck itself, and it dissipates and sinks little pieces of it down and is washed away by the canal. But everybody else, your belongings are burning, and the air's on fire around you. And like I said, you all take 29 points of damage.
Great.
I'm watching everyone be on fire now.
Yeah, you literally are breathing fire for just a second. You breathe fire itself.
Oh, can I help though?
That wasn't the help I was hoping for, Lucius.
So I just go to Cutter and I cast the gust cantrip on both of us like many times until the fire is out, and I let Lucius
So wait, is
burn.
the creature still alive, or?
It's dead, right?
Yeah, it's
It's dead.
yeah.
Okay.
It's down.
I'm glad because I didn't have to make a Constitution saving throw. Thanks, Lucius.
When
That's
everyone is
It
good,
almost killed me too.
I thought you were the smartest one out of all of us.
I thought so too, but tonight apparently I'm not.
He's smart, but I didn't mean he had books. He had street smarts.
I think I'm distracted by my child. I just wanted to move out of the way so I can get to where I need to be.
I'm gonna ask everyone to come into the room so they're not in the methane hallway, and I'm going to cast.
Oh, there's methane everywhere. Okay, it's just that the explosion was far enough away that it didn't get to you. You're lucky. But
Yes.
there's methane everywhere.
Oh, of course there is.
I've said it multiple times. You smell methane.
I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing.
That'll be helpful.
At a level 2. And just to show spell description for anyone that doesn't know how this works, this lasts, it takes 10 minutes, of course it does. But you take 19 points of healing.
Nice.
Is there
Thanks.
anyone who
Up to
isn't
6
healed up all the
creatures.
way from that?
Me.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So.
That's good.
That feels better.
See,
It was worth it.
You see, some of the 3rd degree burns turn to 2nd degree burns. Appreciated.
If I look at Cutter, can I see that he's visibly poisoned?
Yeah, he'll probably mention to you.
I'm going to go over and use 5 points of my lay on hands, and that will immediately get rid of your poison. I believe it's poison or disease. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I didn't
so.
I'm glad I didn't let Barnabas have you, my friend.
Yep, poison.
Okay.
Claudia, Claudia.
Can I go
you were
around with
saying
some
something?
supplemental cure wounds for those of you who need it?
Yeah, I'm down to 23 still.
I would also take that.
I'm gonna do 2 cure wounds on Cutter.
15,
You
nice.
get 15, and then
Perfect.
1 on Space. You get 5.
Cutter, you still need help?
I'm fine now.
Are you sure? Because I got a little bit of.
You can tell he's a little hurt, but it might be a little bit of pride, but overall he's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to Cutter and I'm gonna kiss him and I'm gonna do cast the cure wounds on him.
Bonus.
At first level. So you get another 6.
All right, perfect.
Well, Lucius, you set us on fire. Do we still want to continue this?
It's not like it could get any worse. Also, do we want to take a small break to go bathroom and do whichever?
That's what I was just about to say. I was waiting
Almost
for y'all to
perfect
heal
time.
and everything. And I was gonna say, let's take a quick break here.
Perfect
Yeah,
time.
just walk around the corner of the tunnel, do your business, and then we can keep going.
Don't think that's the way it works. You don't want to do that on stream. All right, we're going to take a quick break, everybody. We'll be back in a few minutes. Like I said, please check out some of our wonderful sponsors. D&D Creative Table Designs, Reaper Miniatures, Troll Lord Games, Stat Trackers. All those people are great. D&D Creative Table Designs will give you a lot of inspiration for building stuff the way I do here with the sets and all the terrain and everything else, as well as your minis. And of course, don't forget, if you want to support us on Patreon, even if you can't, you just want to come watch, that's great. But any support is appreciated. We've now started a new show, a writing show, where I teach people how to write modules, and we brainstorm and all sorts of stuff, like the modules you might have seen that I write with the games that we have with Stefan and some of the guest stars that we sometimes have in here. And we're going to be doing more games like that. I'm actually continuing to write that module, The Rise of the Undead Horde of Faerun. And part 2 will be coming up in a few months when we have a bunch of guest stars coming to actually be doing that. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, if you like writing modules, or if you just want to support us and continue to help us bring you like the light pucks, you'll see that recently I just started using these little light pucks, right? Still trying to get out a cool way to use them. I'm trying to create God rays through the fog and stuff to give it like a really ambient effect. Obviously, we can't do night games yet because we do not have a 4K cam. We need one of those really good digital cameras where you can do the low light vision. And right now we just kind of use webcams, so we can't do that. But my hope is that once we get to that point with these light pucks, it will be really cool because you'll have like this really neat ambient of darkness and everything, and the lights glowing through. And I can change those things to multiple colors. But that's just an example of the things that when you help us out and you're supporting us, the things that we continue to buy. So you can literally see your money is not just being, pissed away and spent on crap. It is going right back into the stream with the form of terrain, wires, lighting, cameras, anything that we can continue to do to give you a better game. So again, thank you so much for that. We're going to step away just in a moment, and we'll be back.
And I want to add +1 to that real quick.
Please do so, Eric. I always forget something.
Well, that's fine. So for those of you guys that are watching us on YouTube Live or YouTube or Facebook Live, you want to go to patreon.com/nerdbotchery with an E to help us out on Patreon. And I want to +1 that in that not only, yes, will Tony spend the money on equipment and things to make the stream better, but he and his stepson do so much work all week long, every week, to try and prep for these games, making builds, coordinating stuff, all kinds of stuff all week long. And honestly, I think that he deserves whatever we can give him. So even if it's only $1 a month, we have that tier. So please check it out. He deserves it. They work hard, and there's some pretty cool stuff in there.
Yeah, I am a prepper DM, if you can't tell. I do not like just come here with a piece of paper like, all right, 1, 2 notes and let's go. I do not. I am a big prepper. I build, I write, and like I said, if you come to our classes, you'll see that. So yeah, Eric's absolutely right. Anything is appreciated. So thank you so much, and we'll be right back in a few minutes.
I can't wait till I get sorcerer. I literally can't wait till I get sorcerer. So bad.
What kind of sorcerer are you planning on being?
Honestly, not sure yet. Honestly, I have to remember. I have to look back on my I have to look that up because I remember what sorcerer I'm supposed to play. I just always forget.
I
So,
get that.
so
I'm probably not going. I'm probably not gonna go like deep into Bard. Probably like just 3 levels. Because I want depending on how far we go with the levels, I would rather have more sorcerer spells than Bard spells. But Bard spells are useful as hell, though. I'll tell you that.
yeah, you can use Bard lore now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that spell comes in handy in the weirdest times ever, and it's like, who has the Bard lore spell? Looks at the Bard. I don't know. I'm the only person that has that spell.
What is that? I never heard of that spell.
It's I'm assuming it's basically they do legend lore.
Oh,
So
but it's like, okay.
It's a bard doing it, assumedly, because the bard can only get because if I remember correctly, the bard can only get certain things that have to do with like a bard.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, Thomas will correct me on this because every time I get this wrong, because there are certain things that.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on one second.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, man. Doing this again.
What happened?
Screen is
Okay.
I don't know what my screen is doing, to be honest.
We got everybody back.
I believe we are still waiting for 2 more people.
Yep, that's good. I can keep fixing stuff if anybody wants to talk to the stream.
My camera. Oh, I'm sorry.
Your camera's messed up?
Yeah, on the stream.
Yeah, I'm doing camera tonight, so unfortunately, I'm not the best at that. So let me see if I can go fix that.
I was thinking about what David said about picking College of Lore. But then I was like, I'm not going that deep. I'm not gonna be going that far into Bard to pick it.
I mean, you might as well, unless you're just doing it to get certain things. I think it would be more worth it to get to go to the College of Lore, but I don't know how you're planning to do the character. That's why.
Yeah, I'm planning on having. I want my sorcerer spells more. I care more about my sorcerer class than I do about Bard, honestly.
You should be able to see it now.
Yeah, I'm fine now. Thank you.
No problem. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I'm having difficulties back here too.
I'm trying to. Like I said, JC is trying to. What he does is he works his job. And in between deliveries, he stops and helps. That's how hard that kid works. In between his deliveries, he's here trying to help me do these streams. Crazy.
And we gotta get him we gotta take him out to dinner or something. We gotta go a parade or something.
I feel like JC does so much like while he's with you, Tony, because it's like he's like literally all over the place trying to fix all of the camera things.
We can get him DoorDash and have him get his own DoorDash.
And so he could deliver it to himself? Okay.
Yeah.
He does the DoorDash deliveries. He does everything. And he does this. And because he knows that my feet hurt, like when I have to stand up a lot, he tries to help me clean the house. He's a good kid. He's a good man. Good man. He's 21 years old. He's not a kid. He's a good man. All right. Well, if everybody's ready to start, everybody's back. Oh, no, we're still waiting on one person. No problem.
I think we're waiting on two. Oh, well, no.
One more.
I actually never left.
I
just bought my vacation tickets for New Year's. Woohoo!
Oh, hey, where you going?
Guess what? I'm broke.
I'm broke too.
I literally just paid for a wedding and I'm broke.
I'm going to Aguilar, Mexico.
Josh, is that your money burning behind you?
Yeah, more or less. It really was. I spent quite a bit.
Oh man.
But yeah, all my tickets are taken care of now for a holiday. Now let's see if I can just buy it.
You're going to New Mexico, you said, or Mexico? I'm sorry.
I'm going to Mexico.
Hey, okay.
Oh yeah, there's some beaches waiting for me.
I felt that.
I feel the beaches. Can I say the most weirdest revelation I had? Like, what was it yesterday? My friends are like, "Oh, can you play tomorrow? Can you play Fortnite tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Well, I have a stream to go. I have a stream because I'm streaming tonight." And they're like, "What do you do?" I had to explain it to them because they don't know, they don't understand D&D because they're like, is it complicated? I'm like, when you first start out, yes, it's complicated. So it's really interesting how I end up in these conversations about D&D, about how I'm streaming every other week with you guys, and it's really interesting because it's like, oh, why do you stream every other night? And I'm like, well, that's the schedule of the stream, and I have fun doing this. It's something that I've gotten into. I have a lot of fun, and this is just something I do among everything else at this point.
And it's a cool thing we do.
Yeah.
Tony, everybody's here now.
Okay, let's go ahead and get rocking then. All right. So, you've now defeated the Altagos. Where do you want to head from here? You see that there is a path. Let me put the thing back down so you can see the north, south, east, west on the west. Hey, just like a real sewer, there's water in here. Wow. That's how hardcore we are with realism.
Oh my gosh.
We even put real water in here.
So Tony, we would be horrible adventurers if we didn't check that armor out as well as whatever is in the pile of junk in the corner.
Yeah, what kind of armor is that? That's a good question.
All right, who's going to check the pile now?
Lucius?
Yeah, Lucius? I would like to know, does it have any teeth left?
Are there any babies in there that we could raise as our own and then use as a weapon later on?
Oh, I like the way she thinks.
That is a good plan.
Did you say, is there any babies in there that you could raise as your own as weapons or something? That's like really twisted.
Oh,
I mean, but it is smart because then we'll have beat shields in front of the beat shields, in front of the magic users.
Well, it would also be useful if we still had that child meet shields. That's just terrible when I'm saying it. But however, we are the evil team.
So I will go investigate the armor.
And
I will try to.
All right. So
now,
you're gonna.
I need you guys to answer this question for me. Bardic inspiration, that can only be given to other players, right?
You can
at low levels, yes.
I believe you can also use your own bardic inspiration. Am I not mistaken?
Nope, not until later levels.
Damn it! Damn it!
I got 18, so I'm okay.
Okay.
All right. So you're looking at the pile, though.
Yeah, of armor.
Okay. All right. On the armor itself, you go to look at it. It's looks just to be normal armor, but it
Like,
is full plate.
well, I can't wear full plate armor. It's
I
no,
can wear
can.
full plate.
and that's the only type of armor over here in the pile, or is there like are there other types of armors like leather armor?
No, that was it. That was just well, you can keep searching, but give me an investigation. Give me an investigation.
And another one?
Yeah, we'll just say give me an investigation. Another one. You can dig a little further.
Yeah, no, not this time.
just seems like that was all that was in the pile. It was heaped on top of the pile itself.
Yuri, I think you might want to watch this before you put it on.
I'm gonna look at the wizard and I'll be like, "Do you have prestidigitation, by chance?"
I do.
Would you be willing to do this for me for my armor? For the armor, sorry, for the armor.
I'd be willing to do this for anyone. This is simply disgusting. I'll cast prestidigitation on the armor to clean it.
Just be careful. If you mess around with it too much, this one's a tricky one. They could cause. Well, actually, would I know much about harvesting these things?
No, we're looking at
No,
the
this is armor.
Yeah, we're looking at the armor.
Oh,
We're not
you're looking at the armor. Okay.
Yeah.
And once that's done, I put on the armor.
All right, so you put on the armor. Obviously, it still smells a little bit because it's been sitting around like that, and the straps on the armor are leather, so you still smell like kind of like poop and pee until you actually wash the leather straps in some fresh water. But for now, you kind of still smell like poopy for a little while.
I don't. Well, to be fair, I've been running around in muck and poo for the last battle, and for probably the last in game, probably about an hour, 2 hours. So I'm okay with this.
Are we gonna go on? Can we take a short rest real quick? I have to get my sorcery points back.
Yes.
Okay.
I will keep watch. Tony?
Yeah, I'm listening. You said you're just going to keep watch. You're doing a short rest?
Yeah.
Thought you all maybe going to RP or you just want to jet roll on?
No,
How
I
much
think
does
we're
the
ready to
full
jet.
plate add again?
All right, so you getting your full plate while you're doing the short rest.
Full plate sets your AC to 18. No bonuses or modifiers. Unless you have a shield.
I always carry shield.
Then your AC is 20.
All right, so you are, damn, that's a good AC. So you are now powerful. All right.
And then you can also get Shield of Faith on top of that.
I love that spell, to be honest. I don't always use that spell, though, but I love that spell.
It's hard to remember because it doesn't last as long as Mage Armor. But it's
thought
always nice.
I thought there was concentration, though.
Shield of Faith?
I believe so, unless I'm wrong about that.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
sure it is.
concentration.
There we go.
TM. Tony.
I'm finished. If whenever you guys are ready.
Same.
I'm gonna use 4 of my sorcery points to get back to first level spell slots before the rest to get them back.
I believe Mr. Lucius had something to ask you, Tony.
What does Mr. Lucius have for me?
Yeah, Lucius. Well, before the short rest, I think he's going to try to do a some harvesting. The OTO, they have these teeth, which are worth about 180 gold pieces, but they have a challenge to get them because if they don't meet the DC, then I'll be diseased.
All right.
The DC is 15.
So do it up. Let's see what we get.
I will look to Lucius and I'll say, "You got this."
He
And
does not have this.
I will give him a D6.
Oh, I thought he rolled a 3 right there for a second.
Lucius looks and he says, "I want that tooth, that charred, lovely tooth, just for memories." And I roll.
Why does it sound like you're using it as a sacrifice?
You surely passed. And you
I just,
got
like,
some
pop
teeth.
this out like a professional dentist, just like with my little knife out of my pocket and just. And then, yeah, I keep that with me, and it's a nice kind of a fist size chunk of tooth, I believe.
Hey, and you got inspiration for the next 10 minutes. Lucky Lucius.
All right, well, I think we're going to take a short rest, right?
Well, I mean,
He's
yeah.
saying this before the rest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you take your short rest unless there's something else someone wanted to do.
Oh no, I'm going
Nope,
to.
I'm done. I finished what I needed to do.
So
Same.
you but yeah, y'all just let me know when y'all are ready to what you
We'll
want
go
to do.
out and south. I'll lead the way.
All right.
I will follow behind Cutter.
Which way are we going?
South.
South.
I am casting mage armor on myself.
I am also doing. I'm going to roll one of my hit dice as well to recover some lost hit points.
Just gonna.
Because the 19 didn't do it for me.
Now you've got this large open room. Oh, there's an earthquake there. Is everybody following Cutter, I assume?
Yeah, Yuri said
Yes.
she's right behind me.
Yes, I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
I'm following as well, and I'm stealthing. Are we stealthing?
I'm not going to bother if there's a clanky plate mail paladin with the 8 decks behind
Right behind
Sorry.
me.
Where's Claudia at?
I'm gonna follow along. Right next to Yuri because we seem to have similar abilities.
All right. And this is you, Claudia, by the way. Right there.
I assumed.
Gave you a cool looking mini. Because you're cool. All right.
You flatter me.
I know. It's what I do. All right. So y'all are now in this area, and again, you're still smelling the smell of methane and everything else. And you actually you begin to see like there's a path ahead of you, like an opening that you can continue to go down. Cutter, let me open that up a little bit more so you could see down there. And now it opens up and there's only one place to go, but around you, of course, there's scattered all sorts of stuff. You still got the disgusting poop and everything else. Do y'all want to go forward? What do you want to do at this point?
So what do we see in this area that we're in right now?
Right now, there's an open area with lots of canals. This looks to be like, as you've come a little bit further in, you see like there's a little bit areas of deeper kind of like muck and slime. You get the impression that this was the distance that the Atuyu, that one might have been kind of hiding at. So you kind of passed that. But now if you've gotten a little bit farther into the sewers, again, you've gotten to this one point where there's just this opening before you. But everything in this open area just seems to be open now with the canals, as you can see, going through the sewage system. There is a ladder back up to the surface here as well. So if you wanted to go back up to the surface after you were done, you could use that ladder right there that you see on screen. But basically, this is just an open area with lots of dungs and sewers. But you actually hear Cutter, as you're exploring. You hear down the corridor, "Help! Help!
Male,
Treasure!
female.
Treasure! Please, I'll give it. Help me! I don't want to die." And it sounds like the voice of a female.
Sounds like a trap. I'll go
Careful,
first.
there might be sewage nymphs.
Sewage nymphs?
I have no idea what they look like.
That's a thing.
So
Hey,
Cutter,
Colonial.
Cutter, you
There's
hear
water.
this?
If there's water, there's surely going to be some kind of nymphs every once in a while.
Yuri, with me.
Before you two
Coming.
go, I said before you two go, I say, I need you guys to stay close together for whatever we're about to get into.
Now,
Gotcha.
Yuri, you begin to hear the same thing. It's in your mind as well. Help, help, treasure. I've been hurt bad. I don't want to die. This is my last spell to cast. Please help me.
Like
Wait, it's down. You hear it down the hallway, or it's in my mind?
It's saying you hear it, but it sounds like it's in your mind and letting you know it's down the hallway. This person needs help. This woman, she sounds like she's injured. She's communicating. I guess maybe roll Arcana. Maybe she's using suggestion. We'll just say that maybe you think it gives the impression that she's in your mind. She's talking. A spell has been cast, but she needs help, and she's begging, "Please, please help! I'm hurt bad. There's treasure here, but I need help."
Maybe you should go with either Lucius or I. I don't know, Lucius. Do you have counterspell? Today?
I do have. Actually, 1 second. Let me see what I've prepared here.
Because it sounds like a trap. I'll follow you guys just in case.
It could be real, but we don't want to take those chances, unfortunately.
You keep hearing it. Now it's in your mind, Tempest. I don't want to be eaten. Please, please, they're almost upon me. Help me.
I did not prepare a counterspell.
Okay, I have it. So,
but I have a lot of offensive spells. I could definitely end it if it decides to cause us any trouble, in a lot of pain.
Perhaps not fire spells.
Yes, let's not do that again.
Yeah.
So, if you two go, I'll follow along.
All right. Okay, so the three of us will go ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hold up the tooth of the Otiog and I say, "Oh no, it'll be a biting end for this thing if it decides to attack us." And
Actually,
tooth away.
Are you guys stealthing or not stealthing?
I will stealthily go with you.
Wait,
I will try to stealth.
Try to, I suppose. Yeah.
Keyword.
So
I'm wearing
Cutter
full
Who's going
plate.
ahead? Who's
Cutter-
behind Cutter?
Cutter, what are you doing? Are you trying to stealth or no?
I mean, if our paladin is, I guess I'll do it too then. Okay, stealthing. 14.
All right. You feel stealthy. Where's so who's behind Cutter?
Yuri is behind Cutter. I'm behind Yuri.
Wait,
so
I shouldn't have disadvantage.
I have disadvantage because I'm wearing heavy armor.
I think Lucius is really distracted down here. I think he's really just focused on that what's happening. He's in his own mind. He's making mistakes that he should never make. And he just fumbles through the sewer.
Claudia?
No,
I half plate.
I have mithril full plate. There should
I
be
have a
disadvantage.
natural one.
Woo! Mithril full plate.
So I'm gonna hold a spell as I'm walking behind them.
I have a natural one as I walk ahead with Tempest.
All right, so you're walking. Tempest, you're behind Yuri.
Yes, and I have an 18 spell.
Okay, and Claudia, you're behind Tempest.
I'm right next to Tempest, I believe. I thought we were going to go ahead.
Okay, so Lucius is behind Tempest. Okay, and who's
going to be by Yuri.
No, I'm behind those two because I have something I have planned if something goes wrong.
So where's Claudia at?
I don't know anymore.
I'll put you right here where you can protect Lucius in case he gets attacked. Because you just never know. Just joking. So you keep hearing these the screen freeze up? Okay, there it goes.
No, we're good.
Okay, so you're hearing now, like I said, the voice Cutter. It's please help, hurt bad, please. Do you want to continue? And it's mucky as you're going down here. It's just getting more and more mucky. It's slime. There's even more poop and crap. It's looking really bad as you're going down.
I have a quick question. Is there any poop in this sewer?
Like we're not.
I swear I will never use poop again once we're out of the sewer. I promise, guys. I promise. The days of poop are over.
No, I'm just going to keep moving. I'm stealthing at a 14, and I'm hoping that we don't get a lightning bolt down this corridor. Other than that, I'm good.
All right. Let me see something here.
I could always send Fievel ahead.
All right, so you're just going to keep moving forward then?
Yep.
All right. So you kind of begin walking, and Cutter, you come across and you see another cesspool, a big cesspool, and there's two kind of rooms to your side, but you hear the calling from the room, help, please, please, I don't want to die. And the woman sounds extremely desperate now. She's really, really desperate as she's calling.
I will try and speak back in whatever kind of telepathy form that I'm receiving it. And I say, the more you say that, the less I believe you, but I'm on my way.
All right. So you're heading over there. Let me put the cam in a better spot here since I'm camera control all night tonight. And y'all tell me if this is a good
Yuri's
spot.
right next to me, as is Tempest.
All right. That should be good for y'all's cam control. Let me take a look at that. Make sure it looks good for you.
Looking cool.
Yeah, you can move Yuri and I down further. We're right behind him.
Yeah.
I need to move this over.
I feel like Elmer fun. And I'm like, I'm hunting rabbits. Not really, I'm hunting people at this point, but
We're trying to be very quiet.
Be very, very, very quiet.
Oh no, here comes Elmer.
Still not.
Yeah, you guys are
Actually, Eric actually plays a character in another game that I play with him, and he takes his personality actually.
He's Elma the Great. He is the greatest illusionist in the world.
I don't know why it's not showing the other side of the thing there.
It's a great view. I like this. I like all these huge sewer pipes. It looks like.
Yeah, it just look like sewer pipes.
It looks like that nasty stuff inside of them, all those bubbles and stuff.
oh,
It's not very many streams that do stuff like this, man.
Yeah, it takes a lot of setup, Eric. You weren't kidding. Like right now, just doing this stuff, trying to adjust the camera all by myself. But JC is, like I said, I respect him for his hard work. So
Yep. I know exactly how you feel.
I was like, you do what you got to do tonight, man. Go make that money.
I know exactly how you feel. I spent about a whole week and a half setting up this thing that's right behind me, which is why my background's a little bit different today, because I don't have a table anymore.
Let's see how that looks.
ooh, that was epic.
It is a cave.
Aim it up just a little so you can see down the hallway. Feel free to discuss stream things like, our sponsors.
Yeah, so also, we were talking about earlier, so while he's setting this up for our viewers, I'm going to put in chat, and I don't know currently the exact URL if you're not in the Twitch stream chat right now, but we do have a custom URL that you go to on Reaper. Unfortunately, you will not get any special deals, but it's the same price. Bonus is that it will allow us to get gift certificates from Reaper. So if you're gonna buy Reaper minis, I'm gonna put this in chat right now, and then in the future, I will find out exactly what that URL is. But for those of you that are on Twitch at the moment, I'll go ahead and type that in. Again, this stuff does go directly back to you guys. It makes it a little more fun because then we are in a position where we are doing giveaways, right? Everybody likes that.
Yeah, everybody likes a giveaway.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Everyone likes good free things and winning things.
All right. There we go. All right, and Yuri, you want to be moved farther down?
Yes, me and Tempest would like to move farther down with Cutter.
Lucius and Claudia, are y'all following?
There's some kind of crazy trap up ahead because he's asked us a million
I
times.
would like to send Fivel up ahead, and I would say, why don't I send my Fivel up ahead first? She won't expect a rat.
So as
Okay, I'm sorry, a mouse.
as Lucius is doing that, I'm gonna turn to Cutter and Yuri, and I'm gonna place my hand on their shoulders, and I'm gonna say, "Grow," and I'm gonna cast Enlarge Reduce on them, but I'm casting Enlarge on them, so they're gonna both grow twice their size if the space allows it. So I don't know how tall the sewer is, but
you're looking at standard ceiling height.
So they still will grow as much as the space will allow them to. And then,
I'd say they can grow like double their height. So they'd be like 11, 12 feet. I'd say the ceilings are about 15 feet high because they were to contain the Artorius back in when you fought those. So the ceilings would have to be large enough to contain them. So yeah, I would say
it doesn't have to be large enough. It says that if the space does not allow it, they grow as much as they can.
Yeah.
But you still get the benefits of it. Are you? I mean, you guys are willing creatures, right?
I'm very willing.
Oh yeah.
So you, Cutter, I know you have rage, but Yuri, you have advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and you both get a D4 to your attacks or in your damage. No, you damage. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Is it just to the first damage, or is it all?
No, it's all. As long as I have concentration on it.
I gotcha. Making sure.
all right.
And I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to subtle spell that in case
in case of counter spell.
Yeah, in case of counter spell.
Oh my god.
So you two have just grown in front of us.
Why are y'all so distrusting? It's like you think that like
Says the guy that just gave us two. I don't even know how you say the thing.
Yeah. Let me break it down for you, Tony. Tony, I'll break it down. Help, help, help. Where's everybody? Help, help. Where's the marching order? Where are you?
Help, treasure. Like,
look.
This is obviously a trap. Even I know that.
Come on. No, man.
We may be players, but we're not that gullible.
All right. We go in. If I don't know or sense anything.
I'm sorry. I would have twin spelled that. So I would spend 2 sorcery
Would anybody
points.
like me to do the rat first to go in and smell and check?
We're already here.
Yeah, we're literally already on our way, so it's okay.
Let me
I mean, to go around the corner before we go around the corner to actually see ahead.
I'll find out.
I'll be fine.
All right.
It's not like we're gonna die. We're fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was funny.
Ah, the famous last words before everything.
All right. So, what you see, you're sending your rat.
I'm going to the front room. I'm going to the room right ahead of us, regardless
Same.
of where the rat goes. And Yuri's be right next to me because I also want to get bonus from the aura.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure Tempest is with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there just in case I have to cast anything.
The bonus is just for the saving throws, though. Just fair warning.
That's cool.
Okay.
I'll take it.
So you're going in. Lucius and Claudia, y'all are still back there in the hallway. Are you going to come up? Actually, your characters are back here. I'll show you. They're right here.
Cutter, even if you're not raging, if you lose your rage, you still have advantage on saving throws and checks. Okay?
Yeah. Awesome.
So are you guys coming up, would you say? Or Claudia and Lucius? Or are you hanging back there?
Yeah.
I think we'll be hanging them back a little bit to see what happens to the gluttons for punishment.
Okay.
I
Squishy.
will be in constant message with Lucius. So
Also,
if something happens, I will cast message, which is a cantrip, and to Lucius.
Claudia.
I also cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Oh.
And I also have mage armor on.
Armor class 47.
Armor class 23.
Yeah, pretty close. Okay.
All right. So as you go in there, Cutter, you see a cesspool, again, with fetid. It's disgusting. But in the corner, you see beyond the cesspool a mound of treasure. And I'll take the cesspool out now, so you can put your character in there if you want. But there is a mound of treasure here in the corner past the cesspool.
Oh, she wasn't kidding. There is actually treasure.
I don't believe it.
Now you also see the body. You see some bodies. You see the bodies. I'm not going to put them in there because they'll take up space. But you see the body, what looks like the decomposing body of a young child. You can't tell if it's a male or a female, but it looks to be a young child from this angle. And you also see a skeleton holding a sword in its hand. And again, you also see the mound of treasure beyond the cesspool. And the final thing you see sticking out to treasure that seems to be really is this rod, this long rod with a glowing orb at the top.
And where is that orb? Just laying there?
Yeah, it's sitting in the treasure. All of it's past the cesspool. You've got the treasure. You've got the bodies of the child. Got the body of looks like another man next to it as well.
So Cutter's going to stand at the threshold and look around, and he says out loud, and loud, he says, I may be a barbarian, but I see through your illusions. Where are you?
So you're just going to stand. No response comes. Just no response.
Who called for help?
You hear help. You still hearing the help. Help me.
So where's that coming from, Tony?
I don't know.
It's in our heads.
How am I supposed to know where it's coming from? What are you asking me for?
No, I mean,
Cutter's gonna and he's just gonna walk in anyway, and he's gonna head towards the illusion of the child.
Well, it's a body. There's a body of a kid.
The illusion of the body.
Okay. So you're heading towards the body?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're coming?
I'm coming. Why not?
I'm coming as well.
This could either be
before I go in, I'm pretty sure I'm still in range to message Lucius and say, we're going in the room and relay everything Cutter said. I'm pretty sure he heard him as well. So you guys can move up.
All right. So who's going in? Who's going in this room with the cesspool and the treasure?
Cutter, followed by Yuri, followed by Tempest.
Okay. Cutter, followed by Yuri. You're going over by the body and the treasure, past the cesspool, followed by Tempest. Okay.
You can keep me in the doorway.
Keep you in the doorway. Okay.
I will be right. I'm right next to Yuri, so I can get the that aura bonus.
Yep.
All right. What
10
about
feet. At least 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. What about Lucius though, and Claudia?
Oh my gosh, I've been talking this whole time and been muted. I was telling everybody to shoot first, but nobody listened to me, and now I know why. I'm gonna go forward and just see that there's another room to my left, and I would like to do, I guess, a perception or investigation check on that room to the left.
This is east, west, so you want to go west or east?
One with chairs.
Okay, so that's east. Let me put the little thing back down so y'all can know.
I can't usually see that things, but I can tell where my character is and what is to his left or to his right. And it would be to his left.
You're moving up here to go into this room. And what about Claudia? Claudia's
Claudia's
Exile?
studying something.
Exile?
I'll stay protecting the squishy. I'm not gonna intervene.
all right. So you go kind of down here by Lucius.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So Cutter, you get near that pile, and let me go ahead and do.
As then I'll kneel down and say, let me check this not dead child.
All right.
Did you say there's a
This
child?
this one is going to have advantage in Cutter when we're done. I've already taken pictures of the book, so you'll know I was not cheating. I'll send you
Don't
the
have to
pictures
do that.
showing. No, I sent pictures before showing you why something happened. I'm going to show you the picture of this because this is from the book, old school. This one has advantage. There's dung all over the cesspool So let's see what happens. That's one roll.
Is this a spell?
Yes, it is a stealth.
I will cast counterspell.
Too late. You wouldn't know it because it's stealthed. You wouldn't know it unless you have a passive perception of 15 or above. You're not going to even. Actually, so what happens is, Cutter, coming from behind you, if anybody, Yuri, Cutter, or Tempest, if one of you has a passive perception of 15 or higher, then you would notice this. Does one of you have
Cutter doesn't
I have
have
a 15.
Oh, so you notice. But
I also can't be surprised because of my alert feat.
Yeah, okay, so you don't, but Yuri and coming from behind you, I need you to do, you're going to be surprised. Cutter is not. Out of the muck, and this one actually looks different. You can tell on the stream, I actually have two different ones so you know. Okay, one's the bigger version. Out of this pool becomes a much larger, bigger Otogu. And at that moment, coming from the other rooms that you didn't go, because there were cesspools in here, around the corner, one comes this way, and one jumps out of a pool in front of Lucius. You've been trapped. They put you in there and waited for you to come down. And now they are on you. Lucius, let's roll for these other Otogu. Let's see if Lucius and Claudia are surprised. These will not have advantage, these normal ones. Only that large one did, because it was covered with, had its tentacles covered with dung and everything else. So that one had advantage. These will not, though, so it'll be a normal roll here. Why did it do that again? Why did it? Oh, okay, that's fine. 12. That's for the first one in front of Lucius.
What about that perception when I was looking into that room, peeking into it?
What's your passive perception?
It's 12, but I was actually looking into the room.
So you got it. So you're good anyway. And then that's the one in front of you was hiding, and the one stealthily trying to come from behind. Okay, that fails as well. All right, so you and Claudia notice the two. You see an eye stalk. As you're walking around, your friend. At the moment, your friends are being surprised, all but Cutter, by this large Otogu. You hear the calamity going on as this thing comes out of the cesspool. It's now between your party and you and Claudia. At that moment, you see, like, at the corner of your eye, it looks like an eye stalk come out of the dung. And right in time, you turn around to see the eye stalk go right back into the dung, and it kind of make a little splash. But you saw something, and you see a tentacle start slithering. Claudia is looking around the corner. She's also paying attention, realizing what's going on, and she does the same thing. From her, she can hear it sounds like a slurp, like a little, as just in the back of her hearing, as she turns around, edging the corner, its tentacles coming around the wall, trying to get into position, is the Otogu. And it actually moves past you and blocks you. So y'all are trapped. It calls like a trap thing. So now y'all are there, and you've got the Otogus. So only people that are surprised are Yuri and Tempest. Everyone else is not surprised. And on a surprise round, you just can't. I think it's can't move or take an action or a reaction. So basically, you're just kind of stuck there for a moment. So no reactions, no actions, no movement. So we will keep the old ones that we had before. So you've got this really large one that looks like probably the leader of what's down here, or these Otogus down here in the stewards. And then you've got the two smaller ones, and they've all communicated to trap you now. And it is now well, top of the round. Let's go to top of the round. Let me
should
get
we
this back.
should we be rolling our initiative?
No, I'm just going to keep the initiative from before.
Isn't it a different encounter?
I've already rolled for the larger Otogu as well. You know what? Here's the deal. I will roll, but that means the large Otogu gets to re-roll too.
You guys, let's keep it. We have really good rolls.
Yeah, we go first most of the time anyway, so.
You sure?
Oh
It
yeah.
doesn't matter because I brought up the rear anyway at that point. So if anything that wasn't killed by the time they had gotten to it, it would have been killed by the time I got to it.
Well, so you don't want me to re-roll the Atogus?
All right, let's just do it.
That's probably good because it was an initiative of 1.
Nice.
Why?
So the very large guy goes last. So I was hoping you
thank
said sure,
goodness.
re-roll. I was hoping you said yes, re-roll, Tony. Go ahead, re-roll.
No,
Actually-
why would we do that?
Well, actually, guys, it's actually 8:47. So, it's right on the money that we could stop here in this battle.
This would be a good cliffhanger. Yeah.
I think we can finish this in 13 minutes.
You think so? Three of them?
If
I'd
Friday
like-
keeps rolling 20s.
One is very, very large, like very beefy.
So that means he probably has over 500 hit points.
I wouldn't.
Let me just cast a fireball again. Everybody get out of the way.
I think that's a good idea.
I
think you
literally
should do
hate that spell.
We are literally trapped.
I think you should cast Fireball.
Because the moment you cast Fireball, everyone gets set on fire.
That's
Is
why.
it-
is
don't
that
one of you want a
double
shield or something that
vulnerability?
we could all hide behind, or I blow magic out of it?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna start. If you're gonna cast Fireball like that, I'm gonna start doing old school stuff. Like if you're gonna do that logic, I'll say okay, but remember you have to do save versus fire on any flammable objects, including spellbooks.
I literally hate that. Oh, that's just mean.
Hey, that's old school D&D. Eric remembers those days probably. Like, yeah,
I sure do. Yeah.
It's
Actually,
like you think you're all smart. It's like, yeah, I got my fireball off. It's like you did, and you saved.
yeah.
But now let's see about your spell book. Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
paper.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Josh and I play at 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock for you guys. We play right after this. That first edition, we're in the halls of the Fire Giant King, and we've had all kinds of whenever we get fire breathed on us or fall into acid, like everything has to make saving throws. People have lost stuff. I promise you.
Yeah, it's
I just like to-
vicious. It's vicious when you do that old
I
school
just like to
stuff.
say
that-
my magic spell book is fire retardant. It's been touched by the devil, devil skin.
the book covering is, but the pages inside aren't.
So I know we're gonna stop because we're at about 6 o'clock. I
Yeah.
would like, since I go first, I would like to go and do something though. And
What
that
do you
will
want
be
to do?
fun. I want to move right up to I'm gonna rage. Actually, first I want rage. I'll run up right next to Tempest. I'll pick her up in my arms. I'll kiss her and I'll toss her as far as I can away from the Otyug.
Oh, inspiration for that.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
so
yeah.
But wait, for that to happen though, here's the thing. If you get it, you'll toss her to safety. But if you don't, you toss her closer into the Altoya.
And I'll
Get
look
me-
to
give
cut
me
her.
Give me a strength.
Wait,
Give me a
I'll look-
strength
I'll look
and
to
your
cut her.
rage. I want a 19 or better strength check.
Can I
Holy
can I
crap.
give them inspiration on this? Bardic inspiration?
Well, that would help.
Oh!
Well, that your strength is high right now, I would think, Cutter, because you get strength.
I
you
just get advantage. I just get advantage.
All right,
Yeah.
well, get
So
that advantage
I'm
then,
gonna,
man.
I'm gonna look to him and I'm
You
gonna say
got crazy
toss
strength
me.
bonuses. You should get a 19.
Yeah.
No,
I-
So you can add a d6 to that because I said toss me.
Okay, good. I'm gonna roll my d6 first because my strength's not as high as you think it is.
Well, you're surprised, so actually you can't do
No,
that.
he's
You
not,
can't.
he's not surprised. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't do that.
Yeah, you
okay.
can't. 'Cause you're surprised.
How would I throw it? closer to
Athletics.
the
Just
Otyug?
do it. Athletics. Come on, man.
Okay.
You can pass athletics 19.
Okay.
Come
Well,
on. I know you got that. I've seen you roll like 25 and
Here we go. Okay, so at advantage.
yeah. Oh my
Only
god.
10.
Dude.
I only get a +2. Oh, +3, +5 actually. I just roll crappy.
Yeah, but you usually roll crazy good with athletics. That's like your shit, especially
Yeah.
when you're rage. All right. Well,
So at the
We're
very
gonna have-
least, then
we're
then I
gonna
want-
leave it
want to
here
have-
to see what happens to Tempest.
Cool. Cool.
We're
And
gonna
I
leave
want
it
to have her
here.
at the very least be in between us, right? So even if I can't toss her where I want.
Yeah, we'll
Oh.
work it out.
Oh, you know what? Let me use my inspiration. How's that?
Oh, yes. And I'll let you roll another time with inspiration.
All right, here we go.
Come on.
23.
Woo!
All right. So you're just
Sounds
able
like
to
a basketball.
It's like a sack of flour. Whee!
It's like watching a game. You're like,
Yeah.
Take out the trash.
I jump in the air.
We should start putting money on rolls. Like if someone rolls like a really good at a certain time, somebody can win like $5 or something.
Yeah,
bet on who's gonna roll good. All right.
Since I'm so big, since I'm 10 feet tall right now, I roll her up into a ball and I do like a 3-point shot with my tongue hanging out.
Yeah. Do that, Kobe.
You're able to toss her not very far, but 10 feet, so she's in between.
No, not that way. No. But behind me.
Oh, okay.
By the treasure, the fake treasure.
Right, so she's behind you now, and you got that. You are protecting her, and we are gonna leave at this amazing cliffhanger. Seeing our players in here in this methane-filled sewer with all the methane smoke. So I hope there's another firebolt goes off because I really liked that explosion. That was cool. I was like, okay. And I didn't even feel bad about it because I was like, Tony, you said methane like 3 or 4 times. It's like, so don't even feel bad.
It's great. It's as it should be.
Yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed that. And stream, hope y'all enjoy it. Of course, we're having another game this coming Saturday. It'll be the good team. You'll get to see them as they continue to explore the lost tomb of the high priest of Set. And of course,
watch us next Saturday.
Yeah, they just walked in. They found the fake treasure. And for a while, they thought that was it. But then they found a way into the real room. And now it's on because there's like a whole tomb in the back. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this one, though. Seeing what happens in the sewers, it's not over. You know, Lucius's son is supposed to be down there. His young son, like 5 or 6. So who knows that body? If it's his son, it's gonna be rough, man. Lucius came back from the dead, and now is talk about PTSD for that character. Back from the dead. If he loses his son, I mean, damn, this guy's gone through some shit. So. Yeah, hopefully y'all will tune in for this next game. Thank you so much, and we are going to tune out because I don't think JC's back there. I'm going to have to do this little, like, thing where I pretend to disappear, and then I go turn off the stream. So last time I went to the side, I'm going to try to do the stair thing. Okay, I'm going downstairs.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Tony is a mess. I love it.
That's awesome.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Great.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
See you guys
Thank
later.
you for watching.
Let's see if we
Patreon.
survive next time.